Hello, sir.
Yo, Odin, what is going on? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, I'm so tired, man. Hope your back's doing better. I have a little lacrosse ball that I've been using all day. Hey, Joodle, welcome on in. All the way on the YouTube side. How you doing, man? Guys, I hope everyone's doing well. If you guys weren't here on Tuesday, we finally beat our stupid playthrough that we were doing as, you know, doing the Ranger only thing. So it's pretty good. I'm glad it's done because it just felt like it was starting to drag on just a touch. So now it's done, which is fantastic. We're actually gonna just do some straight up building today. And I think I want to do a house for the NPC, well, I want to do housing for NPCs. I just don't know which one. I think I'm probably going to lean, I kind of want to do either the clothier or the painter. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do that, so I'm gonna look up like old school, like I don't well, the thing is, I don't know if in the clothier if I want to have well, it's got to be a workshop, so maybe we'll, like I want like looms and stuff. I gotta figure it out. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna make it, but I want to make like a custom big ass loom thing and see if that can look cool. I don't know, we'll see. But also, guys, how you doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Like I said, we're gonna be doing some building. Finally, it's been a hot minute, so I'm pretty excited. How the dungeon noise at Crimson? I don't want to spoil anything, but they're good. They're good. I actually have to release another video. That reminds me, I gotta work, dude. I'm so behind on editing. In part, I'm waiting for certain people. So if you guys don't know, I was doing a collab, and I was waiting for these people to just like get back to me kind of thing, and it's been very slow. So it happens, but it's just like we're at the point where it's like it has been months now, and I'm hoping to get it done. So haven't been trying. Yeah, that's okay, Odin. But this is the thing, man. Odin, we've talked about this before. Like the thing with gaming, man, is like play whatever the hell you want. Who cares? Like, you know, I like to swap things up too. Like, I don't know. What are we calling this guy? Let's see. Let's see if there's like some cool. I need some good concepts for like, because when I think of the clothier, I think like I have an idea of what I want to do with like a big like spool. I want to make like a custom spool of yarn somewhere on like maybe on the outside or something, but I'm not really sure. But at the same time, I think like if I think of the clothier, I think of like a cozy-ish house. So the problem is I also don't want to end up using all the same materials. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do or how we're going to do it,
sir.
But we'll figure it out. I've been on it looks like I have to lick my own dude. Yeah, well. Hope you're flexible. Clear obscure yesterday. And everyone but Don left. Yeah, but Odin, like, play the games because you enjoy them, right? We've had this me and you've had this conversation plenty of times. Like, play it because you like it. If you get 10 viewers, you get 1 viewer. Yeah. Like when I was in there, I think you had 6 or 7 viewers, I think. Doesn't mean everyone's gonna be engaging too. Like that's the thing. Like, I get people like just lurk and stuff, and that's fine, right? Like this is very normal. It's just part of the thing. So, guys, I think today, like I said, we are going to try to do house for the clothier, but I need some ideas of like how I might make his house more interesting, because I know I have a kind of a general concept, but I don't think it's gonna work if I do the spool idea too. And I don't need it to be like a nature-y looking build necessarily. It needs to be more like workshop oriented, I think. But then I'm thinking like, do you need like dye vats and stuff? Like maybe, right? Because you need like areas where all that cloth is hanging. Almost everyone will be licked at this point. Gross. No, but Odin, you know what I'm saying? Like whether you have 1 or 2 or 5 or 20 or 1,000, it's like what you're looking for generally is like play the game, hope people enjoy what you're doing, and then you move from there. It's not like it doesn't have to be anything more than that, you know. Not to say it's nice. It's always nice when there's more people, but like, you know, on Tuesday we had a ton of people, and then today we may only get 5 or 10. It's fine. You know, like I don't mind. I'm just gonna do some chill building. It's gonna be super fun, super laid back. I'm looking forward to it. Oh yeah, dude, the ads are brutal now. They are brutal. Crimson though, how you doing, man? I assume your comment there is because you've been watching some of the Calamity stuff. I do have another video that's ready. I just have to upload it. I just got to make a thumbnail for it and all that stuff. And Joodle, good to see you again from last since you came back on Tuesday. So appreciate you guys following up, tuning in. So we're gonna, I think, get into this world real quick, guys, and just start with just the building process. I think. Let me see if I can find this world though. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we're just move this. We're just gonna move this over here. I mean, sure. Let's do this maybe. Let me be wise, and we'll do that. And that works pretty well. All right, sweet. So you guys should be able to see all this. Yeah. Sweet. All right. So what I want to do is I'm gonna shrink myself. No, we're mostly out of the way, right? I feel like I need to shrink myself just a touch, because I find when I do the editing later, it's a little annoying. So we'll just do that for now. A little smaller. You guys don't need to see me. Perfect. Okay. So we have not built in this world in a hot minute, but these are, so we got Arthur, right? He has a lot of these things. Also, like, I want to make like a big thread thing, but I gotta find out, like, I gotta think of how I want to make his build and his design. I definitely think he should be in the forest. I think the painter could be somewhere different. Like, he could be in like I mean, he could be anywhere really. It doesn't really matter. The jungle for the clothier doesn't seem like it would be the best fit. So I think forest is the way to go. We could probably also, wait, do we have a meteorite land? Shit. We could probably also go over here maybe. There's a couple places we can go. So, but I don't know why you picked me to be the one. I don't know, just because, you know what, the previous world was called the Arrow to the Pickle, you know? It made me think of you, and that's all there really is to it. There's nothing really beyond that, if that makes sense. I think, I mean, it'd be kind of cool. It would be kind of cool to have him like in this little foresty area. Yeah, maybe like we put him between these like big trees. The only problem with that is it's kind of like, it's not a very wide area. It's what it is, Pickles. Just gotta get used to it. Oh, hi, Cat. You're just hanging out with me? Alright, cool. So yeah, guys, if you haven't seen this world, my goal with this world, guys, is to finish the NPC homes. These are the only ones we have remaining at this point. Unless you guys think I'm missing an NPC, but I don't... Hold on. Yeah, I don't think we're missing anyone. I mean, obviously we have the slimes and stuff, but I don't give a shit about the slimes. They're their own thing. Hey, get out of here, you. Back, I'm leaning on my bed. Yeah, Odin, I was asking if like, if that's, I assume it has not improved at all. I don't want John the cat. I just want the actual NPCs, like actual, the human NPCs, not this nonsense. So here's the problem. This would be really cool, but this is lacking tremendously when it comes to how much space we have. I don't think this doesn't change it, does it? I guess I could just get brown solution. But I don't know if this will... It should spread it, right? Okay, yeah. We just need a bit. We need a little extra so it's not, like, in the way. Sure, let's get rid of some... We need to get rid of some of these things, obviously. And then we'll work on the terrain. Nice to have a few trees, you know? I think that mostly works. Give ourselves a little bit of grace here to get rid of some snow and some ice. Alright, that's pretty good, I'd say. And I don't need any of this really, but we'll just... Alright, so this is a good start. I don't necessarily need these trees. I could just fill this in. The thing with this is, like, I like the idea of using these, But I probably want to be either right in the middle, which I think is too small. But it'd be kind of neat to limit myself to that. And maybe I could put like something up here. You know? Like I'm trying to think of like a kind of a creative way to use my surroundings. But I think the key here is this is just going to have to be a hollowed out tree. This will just have to be in the background, I think. I just don't see a way I can use all this, so we'll just do that for now. And that's okay, because this just becomes a nightmare. Oh, call John to the chat? Oh, is he lurking? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize what you were asking me. No, for some weird reason, it's always like 3 months, 3 minute stretches. Yeah, well, I was saying to you, Odin, is like, what you need to do is like, when you're not in pain and still have a stretching routine. So you're always, like, doing the best you can. Because that shit, man, if it's that debilitating, like, it's a problem, man. I think we need to fill this, unfortunately. This is a little actually kind of annoying. Because I have to fill this. I don't want to be able to see through here. So I think what we'll do... do we grab... wand, I guess? We'll do just this. Wood. And we'll get normal wood. And we'll just do this. And this will be a bit of a pain, but we'll just deal with it. Yeah, and this is just our own sanity, and then gives us a little more room to work with and kind of make it look interesting. So, again, it's been a hot minute since we've done a real building session, so I'm actually pretty pumped for this. Like, I don't know exactly what we're gonna come with. I don't even know if we'll finish what we're doing even just in one session, because I don't have a super clear idea what I want. But I know I kind of want just like a general. Let's do some dirt. I want like I have a general idea what I think might work. All right. Oops. May help if I actually replace the pieces. All right, sick. All right, then I'm gonna hit the record button once I've got like a pretty good idea of what I'm making. I think this tree's unfortunately gonna have to go. We may have to make some custom trees, but that's okay. Otherwise, I actually do like this background component fairly well, or well, good enough anyways. The only problem is I don't know, like again, the size of this is kind of what's interesting. Hit the record button. I will. I literally will. I just gotta do it once I... Oh, did I get rid of my solution? Oh my god. Suppose that was bound to happen too. Alright, good. So, I could use that to my advantage. So I think here's where our house will go. And I won't mind if it crosses in front of this. The thing is, I don't know about the foundation. And how big this is actually going to be. So I think the best way to just do this, as always, is just to kind of start, you know? Hey, cool cat! We were doing some building, cool. It's been a hot minute since we've done some buildings, that's what we're doing. True, I'm just lazy, I have no self-esteem and don't care for myself. Yeah, but Odin, but like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's an easy way to just... It's not about caring about yourself, it's like taking care of yourself, you know? You're gonna have good days and bad days, you know? Keeps you because you're familiar? I mean, yeah, but that you're getting in your own way there. Yeah, but oh, and that's, I mean, that's a different thing, right? That sucks to hear. So, I mean, I'm sorry that that's happening, but, you know, it's pretty shitty. What wood would I use here, man? Fuck. This is the problem, when you haven't built in a hot minute, sometimes it takes you a second to think like, you know, I know a feature. This is the problem. I have a feature in mind. I want things like hanging and being dyed. I think that'd be really cool. I just need to frame the house probably, so let's maybe just start with that. Let's just... I need to use like a different material. I find like I have been using a lot of the same stuff. It doesn't have to be anything super special necessarily, but we could maybe just make it like with like some external pieces with just some mahogany or something. And we could go with some colors. So when I think of a workshop like this, I think you could get away with some like kind of different colors. some different like pieces. I don't think it has to be metallic necessarily, but like I'm trying to think of like some stuff I don't always use that could work in a design like this. But the problem is it's so easy for this to just look like crap too. I mean, we could try tungsten brick. Like I said, my goal here is to try to use something a little bit funky. The only problem with this, though, I believe, is... yeah, you pass through it, so this wouldn't count as a house. That's another thing I have to consider. But I like the idea of some of these. Could do, like, candy cane. That'd be kind of funky. Oh, that's good, cool cat. Awesome, man. Like, so the thing is, cat, like, really what's kind of funky right now is, like, we are literally just... we just haven't built in so long that I'm, like, trying to think of, like, I want to make something, like... I want to make a house, but I want to make it look kind of different, so... not an easy task to do, but... also, is it just me, or do I feel like there's, like, a lot of materials missing? Or am I just, like, scrolling past them without looking, maybe? Marble could be interesting. I just don't love the way marble looks. I do like Titanstone, it's just very dark. Silver. I think we could go with slime block, maybe. I don't really use slime block very often. So my thinking here is there's gonna be a, you know, we'll have a little house here, and we'll have like a big, what I really want is a big thing of yarn. Maybe I'll do 2 or 3 and have it on like a big sign. That'd be kind of neat, you know? It's hard to figure these things out in the get-go, because it's so easy to just like do it. I think brick could also be really cool. Just like basic ass brick. Maybe we'll find a place for that. And just keep it in that red color. I never use it though. I just find I always, when I use it, I'm always like, it's fine. And we'll want some texture at some point, but we'll get to that later. Lead. Pine tree wouldn't work. It's too scattered. Stucco's an option. I mean, sandstone is okay. Like, if I compare these, like, they blend, which could be good. I mean, that's fine. You know, some of these will work. Okay, so let me hit record here, and let's start figuring out what we're doing. Got a fly room? Get it! You don't let that fly survive. And then we go for a false foundation. As I finally lost my in Troy, but yeah, but dude, the problem is you can't like force it, dude. Like that's one of the things I keep telling people with any game. You can't just sit there and be like, I have to play this game. You know, like you gotta give yourself the grace a little to just kind of be like, like I'll figure it out, and like, you know, play it sometimes when other times, you know. I actually don't know what colors I want. So I think what we'll do is we're just gonna grab some, let's get some wood. I could use, I think Boreal's a good option, normal wood's a good option. I don't really think I'll use Dynasty. Full wood could also work really nicely.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Nassau, how's it going, man? Nah, he big chillin'. Alright, man. Oh, shit. I don't even fly in your room. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Pickle. Like, my thing, like, again, like, it's a little different when you stream because like you feel a little bit obliged to like play the same game, but I've always kind of said, I'm like, honestly, man, like play the stuff that you like actually enjoy and let it be the thing that's like fun for you, you know? Like, not everything is going to be like the most interesting that day, I guess, you know, but like it's worth giving yourself like some window to, you know, just enjoy the games, enjoy the playing, and the, you know, I don't know. I'm wasting a lot of time without just doing the thing, so let's just start making something. Again, I don't need this house to be massive, I don't think, but I need enough headroom for this, whatever's gonna go here. And I think this is where we'll probably do our little false foundation. So we'll make this a bit deeper, because I think my sense is, at least, I'm gonna put a layer of wood on the ground. I want like a, you know, it's gonna be a clothier shop, so it's gonna have like a nice-ish shop, I think. I just don't know if I want boreal wood on the ground or if I want it somewhere else. This makes it feel kind of small, though. Is the only problem. Like, this needs to, yeah, this needs to go. We need, like, steps that come out here. And then this will actually have to be relatively large then. Something like that. This is a good like starting base point, and we'll put some, let's put some, I don't know. Wall. I don't know if I'm going to use this wall. I'm kind of forcing myself to use it because I never really use brick. It's sort of sad, actually. And what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to leave some gaps just so light gets in. Except for there, because then there's actually a hole. And then we will just... Oh, right, shoot. We made this... This has to actually be sand, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending how you look at it. This thing, alright, yeah. Okay, cool. Not my favorite, but we'll figure something out. This definitely needs to be painted brown. Cat, it is not anywhere near your dinner time, sir. And you've been doing nothing all day. So all this stuff will eventually disappear. I'm not too worried about that. What I want here is I really do want some hanging, like plants or some hanging, like dyed, what's it called? Materials, like, you know, it's a cloth here, he needs clothes, right? So you have some stuff hanging here. I gotta figure out the shape of this, but I'm not sure how I want to go from there. You like this? I actually don't like this brick color that much, but I think for the floor, it can kind of make sense because it's kind of interesting. It's a little different. I just don't know if I'm gonna use it for up here. Like up here, I need to, like what I need to do is I just need to frame the house out. So I think I'm gonna use, like, we'll just do with boreal for starting. I also have some smooth sandstone. I gotta figure out how that's gonna work. But like what I want is, I don't want it to be a futuristic home, but it's gotta be like, you know, if you go like, you go to like a little town or like anywhere in a city and it's got like the older part of town where it's got the nice like brick buildings that are like, they're like updated, but they're still like a store kind of thing. That's kind of the feel I'm trying to evoke. I just don't know if I'm gonna do a very good job. Because I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this, and I'm not sure if I'm using the right materials, but I know what I want this to kind of look like. We're gonna obviously thicken this up. So, because I want a cord hanging here with some stuff hanging, like some, like I said, that rope and other things hanging. We can always cut into this tree and stuff. I'm not worried about that. But what I'm trying to figure out is, you know, do I do like pieces like this, you know, to make it look more interesting? Does this look like, if I double up on this, does it look weird? Right? Because it's like wood. Do I want like windows and brick and, you know, like I haven't thought out the exact design, as it were. And I kind of want I want a bit of detail, I want texture, and I want like I kind of want like a multi-floor where it's like, here's like a bunch of mannequins, and then upstairs is maybe something else. Again, this doesn't need to be very large, it just needs to be kind of interesting. That's what I'm trying to go for. So we'll see if we can muster that, but the problem too is figuring out how we're gonna, like, how tall is tall, you know? And I don't want the shape to be super boring, which is very easy to have happen. I kind of want this to, like, kind of come out, maybe. I don't know, we gotta think about it. It's always because of the stupid sciatica. Yeah, well, that's what I mean, Odin, like, it's good distraction, right? I mean, turkey and Colby Jack sandwiches with a can of Big Red? What the hell is Big Red? Isn't Big Red a gum? Last few weeks. Wait, into Minecraft, you mean? Pickles? Now, I've been up for almost 48 hours. I can't wait till I pass out from, like, eating some... Dude, yeah, you gotta... I mean, fuck, dude. That sounds so annoying, honestly. I get a bit of sciatica, but it's never, like, debilitating. Big Red is a strawberry-flavored soda, and I did not know that. I had no idea. So I think my big concern here is I'm gonna type like into Google, like, old brick clothing store. Let me see if I can find some images of old brick clothing store. I just want something like, I have some ideas, but I'm not sure. Yeah, like these kind of work. It could be better though. None of these are giving me great ideas. Sorry for the misinformation. I don't say it's misinformation. I'm just saying I didn't know what game you were talking about. I assumed it was Minecraft. I mean, these look okay. I mean, I see a lot of the things I think of, but it's not quite what I want. Like, one of the things I gotta figure out is, like, do I want to make, like, a layered second floor in any way? Like, what is that gonna look like? Because, like, here's, like, okay, like, the way I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna make, like, a big, sign thing here somewhere. Maybe it'll go up here, but then this feels like it might be a bit on the small side. So maybe this does need to be a little bit bigger then. We can work with that. It's not really a big deal. We can always extend, like as always, we can always extend stuff. It's really not a problem. Again, I'm not sure if I love this, but it's fine. So this gives it a little more wiggle room. The problem is, it's like this again needs some layer of support. So is this gonna be too thin? Do I want to do something like thick on the kind of like I have here? Maybe. I wouldn't mind some like I wouldn't mind an area that's like rounded off windows. Oh, big Red's beer. Oh. Red. I love drinking Red Dye 40. Dye, my favorite. Again, I know what I want to do here. I worry. I worry a little bit about our shape here. Because again, I can do this. And I can go up and I can make this like angled, I suppose. But it's like to what end, you know? This is very... It's fine. It's not that interesting. I also kind of want to put a subfloor here. But then you'd have to put like a wall and shit, and I don't know if that'll look weird. Right, because you can put a wall behind that and that'll hide that. I just don't know if that's too much texture and like kind of distracting. And the flip of this is, do I actually want stairs here or not? I don't know. But I know I want windows. And I think that would be kind of neat to like put the windows between like pieces like this. Right, so you could do something like this maybe. That could be kind of interesting. Again, I gotta paint all this, so don't worry about what you're looking at right now. But I love the idea of like a rounded window in the back. Now this is gonna mostly disappear, but I'm not gonna do anything right yet. It's just the shape is what's getting me here. Do I want to do like? I mean, I'm trying to think. I did those like little farmhouse builds. I mean, I could do something more like that, where it's like could do like a rounded-ish roof, or a sort of more of a structured one, and then maybe do double. But then that feels too big. So now, I'm trying to make, this is my NPC themed world. Hey Dusty, how's it going, man? Sup Tim Tam Tommy. Oh, not much. So I have some really old builds here, and I'm trying to build one for the clothier right now. So I want to build like a you know, like a workshop thing with a lot of clothes and stuff down here, but I'm trying to decide, like, I want to use, part of the goal with these is to make like different looking designs, so not everything's always the same, which is not always easy, because it's very easy to kind of like, I don't know, make it feel like every build is like the same materials and the same blocks and stuff. So hopefully I can avoid that. But in general, the idea is, yeah, is trying to make like custom NPC homes. The problem I'm having is like, I'm not exactly 100% sure how I want to do the roofing. There's a lot of ways I could do it, but I think of brick buildings like this, and I think of like how they could look. And I think brick maybe does work, but I don't know. I just want something different, you know? I don't love brick in general, but I think if I just do wood everywhere, it's gonna look kind of boring. And so I have to kind of play around with, do I want this, which is like very aggressive, and maybe I'll swap, I don't know, like this out, or it looks a bit boring this way. I have to paint all this too, so problem is the paint has to not clash. I also wanted to use some sandstone in this as well, so maybe, I don't know, like, could do things like this for the windows and like add little sections that hang out. But then this would have to be a lot taller. So it's just like trying to figure out some of the anatomy of this thing as opposed to worrying about exactly what it's going to look like. But yeah, it's a little tricky, because what I probably should do is raise this up a bit. And then we could have, I don't know. Just doesn't really, it doesn't really make sense. I want big windows for the most part. So I don't love this. I mean, maybe this one just doesn't have a window. That would probably solve the problem. Could make the base a bit thicker. Change this up and then do brick or something. We could make this a bit, like I said, a little bit wider. Maybe. In some spots, you know, you could do... Simple things like that make a difference. But the problem is, like, again, when you use brick, it's just very... You don't really get a lot of opportunities to add texture. And if you do, then you're gonna paint everything gray, and it's annoying. So it's like, I'm trying to think of, like, that's the main issue right now I'm trying to think about how to deal with. Is how do I keep some interest in the design without just always using the same block. Right? And again, that's if I keep this. If I do, like, a wood look, it could look different, but then it's like, okay, well, you know, does that look stupid? Like, kind of. That doesn't really make sense to me. So we gotta think about that. Basement dungeon to be, maybe, yeah. Well, I don't have a references image. Like, I was looking at something like, what was I looking at that I liked? Let me go here. Like, this is to give you an idea of what I was thinking of. This is not what I'm actually using. But something kind of very, like, a shop kind of thing, if that makes sense. It doesn't need to be, like, it's actually not something that's that fancy. But it's starting to figure out, like, I don't want a square top to it, necessarily. I may have to do one. That looks bad. Well, it's more the, I'm not worried about the look. It's because it's a shoebox. What I'm looking at is like the brick and the colors. I'm not worried about the shape. That's why I said I didn't find something where I like the shape. I'm trying to figure out the shape. And I think I could do brick along the top, but then it just sort of feels boring. So I have to figure out the materials, and I'm kind of forcing myself to use materials I don't really like right now. Which is not something I enjoy doing, so I think I'm, you know... I think we also need a window here, so, you know, this is just gonna happen. I think the glass actually makes a huge difference. The problem is, maybe this doesn't make quite as much sense, so. Yeah, it looks like shit. So maybe what we can do is this instead, and then we'll fill this with brick. Again, ultimately we're gonna need to find the right colors here. But something like that's a little more interesting, at least. The problem, again, is this. This roof is what's going to be make or break for me, because depending how we do it, if we go with, like, a square roof, it's going to look shitty. But if we do, like, a big triangular one, then I'm not sure that's going to be much better, either. So it's like, do we just go with, like, a short one? Maybe? right? It's like, but then this feels kind of small. But the problem is I know what I want to put here. So I need somewhere where I've got like kind of a flatter spot for like a sign. So the question just becomes, how do we extend this out? And that I don't quite have an answer to. Oops. Because again, the idea is all well and good, but like, does it look like anything? Not really, you know? And also, I'm just realizing, this does not need to be flat here. We could actually lower... You know what we could do? We could lower this, drag it across, and then raise it again, but that might look weird. Because again, once this has an actual roof to it, it's like not that complicated. I can destroy all this stuff. I like this. It's a bit thicker here. It's kind of nice. Don't love this. But this feels a little tight here, so we gotta be a bit careful. And also I wanted like, I'm like, do I want like big dye vats up here? Maybe, right? I don't know. Almost as bad as the new beard. Go lick some toes, man. I don't think you would get S tier beard in Ken's list within... I don't know. Who's Ken? I don't even know who that is. Like, do we just drag this down? Make it uneven? What if you added a bit? I mean, you could, yeah. I mean, I could just put them down here at the bottom of this tree. See, like, I'm trying to think of like a weird way to make something here, but I think what I'm doing is I'm forcing this. So this doesn't really make a ton of sense. Right? But like, if this was like the same on this side, all this becomes pointless, but I also sort of like the idea. I want a lot of unevenness in this design, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to put it together. We've got some interesting elements. Obviously, we're not going to have this tree here, so that's an easy thing to get rid of. And it's also visually kind of fucking me up a bit. Right, so put a roof there. This will carry across. I could do something funky there, but I still, like I said, I still need like a sign. That's the main thing I'm trying to think about. Now, I wanted the sign to be attached to the building. So I guess the alternative is if this goes here, I could try to make like a vertical sign. It's like pretty big. How would that look though? Because then this needs a pretty robust height over here. So like, what would that look like? You still need to do... Right. I mean, we can carry this on a bit. So that's the other side, let's call it. So let's just drag this over and see what we're working with. Yeah. Just feels it's a little bit low. This side wouldn't necessarily also have windows. Just sort of depends how we want to do it. Because like if I do this and I just say, okay, this is like the next big piece, right? You could do a sign that comes off of this. It like connects into this and it's like a big vertical sign. Because like what I wanted to do is make a big like, try to make a big spool of thread somehow. That lets you know that this is the place. It doesn't have to be enormous. But it's got to be like kind of obvious. Right? And that's sort of what we're running into right now, is like, it doesn't quite work. And I also want this to be like part of the workshop area, so obviously we're gonna have to have some stairs, we've got to separate this a bit. But this is gonna be like where you walk in and there'll be a bunch of like mannequins with clothes on it, and like a little counter. So this will be very, very cluttered with like stuff. So the question is, why? Why are we doing this? Because if I match this, right, and I do this, I just feel like this is like, I don't necessarily know if I want this level of symmetry. Maybe it's not a bad thing, though. But, like, how do I make it so we have a big sign? I guess I could just... How am I gonna do this? Again, it's in my head, kind of like the concept, but I think I'm not... I think this just needs to be taller on the side, to be honest. We just need a slightly taller house, and that might solve some problems. But we'll see. It's the right idea. But again, now this just feels like a box, which is what I don't want. That's one of the things I hate, is when I make like a thing that's just perfectly symmetrical. In this case, it's kind of required. I also want to make some different windows. Yeah, that's exactly right now. So just like little extra textures and details in different ways. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. But like this can't be a window because... I need some way to break this up. And the only way I can think to do this right now is to make this like an external part of the house. So this will just be brick, like to like here, let's call it. And this is just like gonna have like a window or some shit, I don't know. So if I get rid of this, I'm just curious to see if this will work. Right, because it's like, what I'm thinking is, there'd be a sign coming off of this. But it's going to be throwing us off because... I could actuate the brick, I guess, too. I mean, there's options. But the goal here is this will have like a window that's rounded. But then this makes this kind of confusing. It's like, why do I have the floor here? The floor wouldn't go to here, basically. This would be like that. So this is a window, or like a again, we'll just put something here. We could also do smaller windows, actually. That'd be kind of neat. I just don't know if it's gonna look very rounded, but like just as an idea, we'll put like 2. We'll do 1 extra piece. Something like that. So these will be windows that you can not see through. We'll make those. And then above that, we can do like a flat roof that maybe connects into some... Because like what I want is this roof to sort of connect into this, and this will just have like a sign on it or something. I think that'll be like kind of a cool way of doing this. The problem is I got to figure out what the hell that's going to look like. I haven't quite gotten there yet. So, you know, like... If this just goes to like here as an example, it doesn't make sense because it has to be actuated. But the second we actuate it, we also lose this like room in a way, and I still need stairs. So I got to think about this a bit, but this is sort of the right idea. Then up here we can do, I mean, we can obviously use some platforms or just something different. Don't really care what we use, but let's do a layer of something different. I think I need some different blocks here. I'm kind of like running low on ideas. Tommy, can I see your pic and you can tell me what emotion the person's trying to portray? Sure. Yeah, I'd send any of us the pic. I'm sure any of us could do it, unless it's like a meme, in which case. If you're just trolling me, you can do that, that's fine. What is this? I mean... displeasure. Someone smelt a fart on the bus. Those are my analogy. That's my only thing I can give you there. The problem with this is this doesn't really make sense if we do it this way. So, again, I'm just really trying to, I'm really just so focused on the shape right now. I think it's kind of messing with me, but whatever. Again, I like the window concept. I think We could probably make this a little bit nicer, but this is how we'll do it. Just for now. And this way, what I can do now is if I put this across the top, that won't look as crazy. And it gets you like a little bit of an overhang. And I want I just want something here that like changes the shape, you know? Like my big thing with any build, guys, is like I'm always just looking for a way to like just slightly change up like the way something looks. Oh, it's not gonna, right. Okay, different strategy then. Let's just do this for now. I don't know what we're gonna do here. I mean, we can add more brick, but I actually think we need a different wall. What would look good there? We could do something really kind of funky. Maybe something more textured. Again, I am really trying to use just different materials and all this. Okay, I kind of like that. It's a little different. As I don't want it. Oh, hey. Alright, so let's try that again. I think we fucked it up. I don't want it connecting. Yeah, like that's, again, nothing's painted, so it looks a little strange. The more I look at this, the more I think I need to move it over one. It's kind of messing, it's kind of messed up. I guess I could just put wall between this, maybe. But yeah, let's actually move this over one. We'll just replace all this if it lets me. It does not. It's annoying to have to move things just over a block. I don't mind shrinking this side a bit because this is just meant to be like we just got clutter and stuff up here. I'm not so worried about that. This is gonna be like the main floor where you like we house all our wares. So I'm not super concerned there. Let's do this. And the reason I'm doing this is I literally just want to move this all over one, just so I can...
Sir?
So let's do that. Hey! So much effort for one block. What are you talking about? This isn't that much effort. It's a little bit of work, but it's not so bad. How you doing, Super? Oh, I fucked that up. Hold on. 1 second, please. There we go. And we'll just kind of... Alright, so now, the question is... Again, we're going to put some actual window here. I don't know what material I want. It's a little weird to have this so thin, too, but maybe we'll just do the sandstone across the bottom. Shrink that up a touch. Make it look a little different. Problem here is I kind of just want like a material, but maybe I'll just stick with the, let's do, not fence, but, beam. Let's do a different beam, maybe? No, let's not do a different beam, because I know it's going to happen. I'm going to change it, and I'm going to wish I hadn't. Something nice and simple. And then what we can do here, actually, is we can, again, we can do something like this. Hey, John, how's it going, man? John, tell me, you might trigger something if you say work. Why? Because I have to work? If you make an exaggeration, it is a bit theatrical. Actually, it's a good way of describing it. It's a bit theatrical, but yeah. Never seen. So, I mean, I'm not painting anything yet. So the reality is, even though I'm selecting all these blocks, I may not actually end up liking them. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to make things that provide like a sense of texture. That's about it. Right? So like, I can't connect these into this because if I do this, it becomes like a block. But this, as an example, actually doesn't look bad because now it looks more integrated. So, yeah, I might keep it. Is it perfect? No, but that's the whole point. Like, this is going to be an exterior component to this, right? So, like, I'm looking at this as, like, gem spark. You know, I'll take these two. It doesn't really matter. Or actually, it does matter because it kind of dictates the glow. So, I'd want, like, probably this, and let's do blue, I guess. So then here I would do something like this. And again, this is not perfect, but it's just like this idea of like, okay. Right, same thing here. This will look like a window when we're done with it. But for now, it's just this. Oops. Struggle is real. Alright, great. And then we got to figure out what we're doing underneath that. And again, we can do a lot of things. Like this is a really good opportunity to do something like that doesn't connect, as an example. Or maybe I want this thickness up here. I don't really know. So this is where you can run into some issues, because it's like, if I don't like some of this, like, do I want to, like, you know, do I want to maybe hammer this down? Right, like this? Or do I hate that look, right? Do I prefer this, or do I want to do something, I don't know, completely different? Do I want to go like that? Like, I'm not really sure. I may not use this at all, right? Like, I don't know. Normally, I would just put a platform under here, so it's just pretty easy. Hey, Fairfax, how's it going, man? Tell me, I got my first job interview. Hey, nice, man. What for? If you don't mind me asking. Just please don't send pickles. It's too late, man. It's already happening. It's already you're too late. Let me do some glass. Will that look cool, or will this look stupid? It's okay. Yeah, like this doesn't need to be super complicated. The problem with this is it limits the amount of texture we have, which I hate. That's why I'm doing these things. The other problem too, you'll realize I have the brick on the side. The reason for that is because this still needs to actually be a room. So what I'm going to do now is I have this. I'm going to leverage this to make like a roof that goes up. I think that'll look kind of neat. The issue again is coloring. I don't know what colors we're going to go with here. Some small store. That's good though, man. Going shitty. Oh, that's not good, man. Hopefully everyone's okay. Oh my god, this. I have a lacrosse ball on my back just to roll out, and it feels good. I made a. Oh my god. How did jump scare my dad? Show him a job application, had to censor job due to the note lights. Dude. Listen, work is work, man. You gotta run with it. Okay, I'm actually liking this a bit more. This roof, I already know how I want to do it. So I think, like, this is where I would actually want to level. I would love to copy this roof. I actually think I should do that. I'm not going to go for a triangular roof here. I'm going to make a copy of this, but just raise it up a bit. So the only issue is I kind of need a space. Yeah. No, I don't. No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need that. So what I would do here is probably try to mimic some of this, actually. And maybe we'll start it, like, out here. But it doesn't need to be super tall. Just, like something like this. Right, because we've got this over here. Problem is this becomes very... Yeah, see, this is the issue. It becomes a little bit too tall right now. But this is going to be more of, like, a work area. So this is interesting. Because what I want to do is kind of... I'd like to do more windows up here, like smaller ones, and then keep the roof design the same. But if I do that, it's got to carry across here as opposed to being level with it. So the alternative is I would just carry this up. But that ruins that. Interesting. Oh, we'll figure it out. You don't know how we have a job before your dad? Well, yeah, but I mean, depends what industry you work in and what you do, and like your dad probably will work in a place where he commands a higher salary and people don't want to pay him that kind of thing. That's also quite common. So, I would love to mimic this again. The problem is, I don't see how we will do that. Because I like the brick here. I think what I need is something that separates away from this again. So, do we double up on this? Does that make sense? No, because that would ruin the look. Okay, let's maybe do this a different way. Let's just make our roof going this way. Kind of sucks that we've like fully cut into this tree, but it is what it is. Tree's gotta go, man. Progress is more important. Destroy everything. Alright, so if we were to do that, right? All we have to do here is we'll just do the same thing. We'll just build it out from here. Of course I remove that. Alright. And then we'll figure out how we're gonna sort of mimic this, I guess, by... I'm just getting ahead of myself. I just reverse engineer this. I might actually come up with something I kind of like. And again, the issue here is I want this over more. Because it can't just be in line with this, but then technically this would have to be wall, right? See, I fucked it up. One sec, guys. Sorry. I know you guys are writing stuff in chat. I'm just trying not to break my build here. And then the problem here becomes that the color contrast is really off, which really sucks. So the nice thing is I think I can get away a little bit more with these things, and I could do like 3 of these maybe. Because there's not really a window that we're trying to square up here, so that works. Right? I think. One sec. That's the problem. Okay, so the solution here is this just needs to go out one, I guess, or we just change the shape slightly. I literally changed the entire shape of this just for this one problem. Because then this needs at least 2 spaces off, right? Right? That's fine. That could. I actually wouldn't mind having this behind the tree. That would actually solve some of my problems too, because that would actually kind of look interesting. So let's see if we can get that going. I think I might have gone too far actually. Right? Maybe. Yeah, I think. Am I crazy? Yeah, I'm crazy. So this actually needs to be right where it is. And then we do 1 and 1. That looks appropriate. Okay, cool. Sorry. YouTube's for goofballs? Why? Why is it... What? My damn laptop died. Well, Johnny J. Johnson, maybe you should charge your laptop. You know what I don't get? People who don't charge their phones. That's some psychotic behavior right there. That's what that is. I do like this idea. So, like, the problem is, I could just make this room smaller then, and just make this all brick wall. And I could do a similar... I could just maybe make smaller windows underneath these. That could work. Right? Problem is, I don't know how far down this actually needs to come down, which is a bit of a problem. So maybe this needs to be coming down just a touch further. We'll make smaller windows here, so maybe we don't need as much depth, and then I can make like a little connecting roof thing here. And that'll just be like a little small workshop area or something. Again, I want like weird variation to this and like levels to it. I do not want this to be like say boring is the right word, but like I don't want to be like super like linear either. The only downside here is we don't have room for these again, unfortunately. So if I do this, I think it's going to ruin the look up here. So I like this for the detail and I like this for not. So I only got a job when my grandma passed away. To be honest, I don't have much. Well, why is that, Nassau? He does commissions. Oh, okay. I don't charge my phone because I never use it. I mean, that's fine, but still. Exactly, your phone's at 40%. Thing is, man, like the thing with doing like any job application, it's really it's just stressful, honestly. It's not the most fun thing. So what I was hoping was I could do something like this and like recreate the shape, but then have it connect into another piece somewhere else. How's it going? I already prepped most of dinner, so rice is sitting there in the water, the sweet potatoes are cut up and dressed, and then I did something else, I can't remember. Oh, I made the spice mix for the ground beef. Oh, this makes sense.
What am I making?
I just started making like a Mexican rice bowl thing. What are you thinking of making?
I don't know, I thought I was making pasta.
Oh, I just made that.
Okay. What else do we have to go into it?
Anything. We have avocado, we have
Beans.
vegetables. There's no beans, that's fine.
We have no other vegetable.
Any tomatoes?
No.
No, tomatoes, it's all you. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. You can take him with you. Take him with you. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. Yeah, well. Wait, what? Is this the... Yeah, it is. Of course it is. Who else would it be? There can only be one. Alright, so I think the way I want to do this is... I love this to, like, feel like it fades into the background, but... I'm not sure that's going to be possible. So my thinking is... we do another... layer like this, maybe? That might shrink this a lot, though. Yeah, this gets a little tight here. But I don't hate it. This is all the problem with these, is like, now I gotta figure out how do I make this into anything interesting, you know? I still want to have like a thing that connects here. Like, we have ideas, it's just about execution at this point. Like, can we make this look the way we want? I don't know. You know what we could do instead? Let's make some more glass platforms. Alright. So guys, what's the last thing you guys have actually built? Because like, I know not everyone's been building. And you know what? I think that's the wrong choice. I think you guys should be building more. So these can be smaller, because technically these would be like slightly farther away, right? I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think I'm going to use the wood as the actual framing, but I might paint them black or something, give them a little bit more shape. So we'll see. Yeah, I think these being just slightly smaller actually kind of helps. And then we'll just kind of... Ah. That's unfortunate.
Hello, sir.
Oh, hey. Okay, there we go. Hey, Ken, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah, it kind of works, right? That kind of works. It's a little... It's not my favorite, but... The problem is, it's just the color contrast is not my favorite, but...
Hello, sir.
It's weird. Heh balls. There's my ball right there. I use it for rolling my entire body because I'm an old man. We doing good. Good to hear, man. You don't know who Ken is? Oh, well, I mean, I didn't know who you were talking about. Do we add something in the middle here? Do we just go for it? Say fuck it? I just feel like this adds like a needed bit of texture. But then I'm like forced to put these on the edges, which I hate. No, that's too far. I mean, I guess this works. I don't know. Right? I don't mind that. It's kind of funky looking. This is the whole point of this, guys. Is like I want something funky. So this will be its own floor, I guess. Now, when I look at this, I almost feel like if I just were to get rid of the second layer, which I probably should, I would end up with a better situation for the floor. But I kind of like how crazy and weird that looks, so I'm going to try to keep it. This absolutely has to be a window. I just need to figure out what the rest of this is going to be made out of. So I think this is where the pearl wood maybe comes in. Maybe. And... shit. Actually, the problem here is this is all going to disappear because I need stairs. Do I do stairs or do I just do a room that you can... No, you know what? I need to save space. I'm going to do like a little doorway that has like fake stairs and then you can just get in there. And he was talking about you, yeah. He was talking mad shit about you, so, you know. Might want to correct that behavior. Not we, just him. No one else was involved. It was a one-man special. Yeah, I don't know, right? What a jerk. What a piece of crap, you know? Okay, what else can we do here? I also think this could be separated, but I like the idea of this being a big open area. I think we'll have some different windows here. Hey, John, how's it going? Yes, Pickle do be like that, yeah, because he's a piece of crap, you know? What's our thought on this top section, guys? Do we get rid of it and drop the floor? Because this is definitely gonna be a window, right? Like, there's no other option here. Problem is, it's like I just don't know if I love the. My beard? I literally just shaved again like yesterday, so he's gonna hate it, but that's alright. I'll get over it. I actually, you know what? I know what the problem is. This actually cannot be brick. This actually needs to be something completely different. Let's just maybe just do this for now. I think this is gonna actually need to be a, yeah. It just needs to be different. Jimmy man, what happened to the beard? No! It's more of a mustache with a bit of stubble at this point. It's a beard stash is what it is. And it's cool, alright? That's what I've been told on the internet. I mean, I guess we could round this. That might also work. Let's see if we... I mean, it's weird, but it kind of works. Again, I just feel like this needs like a second layer to look more sturdy, but then we lose a lot of height. Yeah. Alright. Whatever. That's fine for now. I don't want to do too much here. I was going to add, like, I may add some structural stuff in the back, but I'm going to have a lot of windows. So this is like the shop entrance, or internals, or whatever you want to call it. And then here we have some funky roofs, which I really actually like. And then, yeah, we're just gonna go from there. Starting me with the Timmy's Job application? Do it, man. Go work at Timmy's, where you can serve poorly toasted bagels to customers. Burnt coffee and poorly toasted bagels. My one isn't good enough. From this distance, I said C-tier. Wow. What's pickle on? I mean, we don't know, man. You guys allergic to jobs? Get that jab. Alright, so my only thing here is I do want to make that sign. I'm just not sure how I want to do that. So I think up here will be his little working area, and then down here will just be a bunch of mannequins with a bunch of clothes. And I think that's all I really need. And then I want some stuff out here that's like hanging off the tree and died. So
You suck.
God damn it. You suck. Get yourself a better beard. Fuck off. You get yourself a better beard. How about that? Huh? Who's the piece of shit now? Ooh, I think this will look cool. Or at least interesting. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna paint this. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna paint this black. The black with the brick will look kind of nice. Okay. And then I think the main floor can mostly just be wood, and then maybe we'll have like some wallpaper up here. Like, we don't need to go too, like, nothing fancy really is needed here. I think we can just kind of work with this, but I am going to start figuring out the paints. Because the paints are going to start to become a bit of a problem. So I definitely want brown for this. But then... Yeah, do I paint this brick or a different color? I haven't... There's some elements I have not figured out yet. I don't know what color to paint this stuff. Because if this is going to be red, and this is not, I don't think this will take color well. So, like, if I test this, right? Like that works, but it's, like, not great. You know? Or, I don't know. Maybe that's actually not as bad as I thought. It's a little weird. I almost feel like the brick should just go through. But that also looks weird. God damn it. Whatever. We'll just stick with it. It's fine. I like the wood. The problem is here, I also don't think this takes color well. Because it ends up with this weird off color. I don't know if the green makes sense. So we may have to change that, but... The brown and the like, so you'll see what I'm talking about here. Like, I think this will look good. Kind of black framed windows. And actually, you know what? We're going to paint the bottom glass black as well. Because you get a little bit that comes through, so that's not so bad. I think that could be worse. So let's... And the other reason I'm painting these first is I think the contrast is going to help me kind of figure out where I need to put different, like pieces. I don't know what color these are going to be. This is okay. But you bought your first car? What is it? I'm no longer forgetting I'm a serious pickle. No, you're not. Say my beer is doing quite nicely. Well, aren't you fantastic, Ken? What car did you get, Johnny? We'll get a better beard if I were you, Tony. That's one whole US cent. Wow. Hyundai 1997. That was a great year. It's a good vintage. It was a great year. Oh man. You know what? We could probably get this black as well. That actually might look kind of cool. Or maybe gray. Maybe black's a bit too dark. Yeah, see, that's sort of the problem. I think, like, it's a little tricky to figure out the color scheme, but... So, actually, you know what? I think maybe... Is this gonna be dark if it's black? Not really. But it may work if we do it the opposite way. What if we do this? That's not bad. Right? Like, we're just looking for little accents to this. I think that's kind of the general idea. And maybe the gray in the back is not dark enough. I don't know. Like again, I like the cactus look. I just don't think it's gonna work for this. It's okay. It's okay. These are almost certainly gonna have to be black because I think if not, they're gonna be they're not gonna have any kind of look to them. Problem is now it just doesn't feel like there's a lot of color, so I could leave the cactus green, or maybe I'll just do a different color there. That could also work. There are options. I actually do think the cactus just being green could work. So let's just, we're gonna have to get rid of all this, unfortunately. Let's try this again. Just everything here is black, it's pretty easy. I mean, it's kind of cool. Maybe we could do a different color. Love 90s cars. Yeah, they still work 35 years later. The one. Wow. Wait, what image? Oh my god, I've lost the plot on what you guys are talking about. Damn, cats are fighting. Cats are weird like that, man. They're like friends, will like each other, and the next day just like beating the crap out of each other. None of your business. Fine. Fuck you. I don't need you. I mean... I hate that I want to use the brick, but I also really don't want to use the brick. I just don't feel like I have much of a choice. Now, can I also could I also do I mean, I guess I could do this unpainted. Maybe that would work. I think that adds something. I don't know. It's like, it's not like amazing. It's just something. That does help. The problem is, it's the cactus. I don't know what to do with it. I think the green's kind of interesting. The black is dark enough, but I kind of just want to... Let's just try this again. Again, all this is just gets into painting black, so who cares? But so we'll just do this and see if we... Okay, well... and see if we like this. Alright. I don't hate the green. It's weird. It's not my favorite, but I don't hate it. I'm less sure on this red now. The more I look at it, it really stands out. But we've kind of got limited options, and I don't know what else I could do to blend it. The problem with red brick is there's not really any other color that matches this, you know? I guess did you make it the new PFP? Absolutely not. I can't know yet. By the way, where did you get the idea for this build? Oh, I didn't. I want it, so I'm making a build for the clothier. So this is my NPC world. So I have to build, these are the last NPCs I need to make. So I want to do one for the clothier. So what I wanted was I was saying, you know how you go to like a old factories that got turned into shops? it's like that. It's like an old brick factory, and we're gonna make like a shop in it, and that's all this really is ultimately. So, anyways, we're gonna fill all this with just wood, and I just need to see what I'm working with here. I'm still not 100% sold on this rooftop thing. I think I may need to change that out. Or I need to like change the shape of the, I don't know. I think the problem with this is like, I need this to be almost like rounded in a way. Yeah, I think that's the problem, is I gotta round this first. So I'm gonna maybe get rid of a few of these. We'll just sort of see what this looks like. Because I have a bit of an idea of what I want to do, but we'll see if it works. Did you play the Henry? I played some of it, it was stupid. Whoever recommended that was dumb. Alright, we're just gonna do this for now. This is not actually what we're gonna keep, but just... You know, I need to sort of see what I'm working with here. And we're not gonna make stairs like I originally planned. I just don't think we have the room. So, I think in a way if I... Again, like, I want to have this kind of rounded, so maybe we will, let's put, like, chunks of wood, maybe. Or, let's see, like, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll put this in. Because I think... Okay, well, we're not going to do that. It needs to be a different color, actually. I can also just do this. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Maybe we'll do it a different way. Let's... Dude, that is so bright. That is, like, mind-blowingly bright. But I think if I actuate it, it may just work. So what I want to do is I want to have this sort of on this, I guess, but I still really just want to have these. I don't know. It just, like, changes the shape a bit, I guess. Like, it's not really anything special, but these are horrendously bright. I hope this works, because if not... That is not great. It's kind of annoying. I'm not sure what to do with this. I have, like, it's a rough idea here, but this is not great. Whatever, we'll just work with it for now. Ugh. Slander, it's not slander. The terror toilet? I could add a terror toilet. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of going for. It's like an old brick, like, shop or whatever. The problem is I don't like this. I need, like, I want to use sandstone, but I don't want to use it. I mean, I guess I could paint that black, but I feel like that might be a bit much. Because the problem is if I do this, right, like, this doesn't blend. So it's like, the problem we run into is, like, how do you make this sort of look an interesting way and blend with something? The problem is I just don't think we have anything that blends. Which sucks. So... And I'm gonna change a lot of this. This obviously can't stay. But the goal here is I definitely want to do, like... You know, I have an idea for what I want. So, let's get some mannequin? Mannequin? So my general thinking is it's gonna be like a lot of these. And I'll do like 4 on this side or something. But actually before I do that I need to do let's do this. And I just don't know if I want to have a bunch of stuff everywhere or just like a variety of things. I have to figure that out, but either way, some large ass thing here, and we'll do like, oops, we'll do this. And that is uneven. God damn it. 1 second. That should be better. Oh, I won't paint you brown. God damn it. That looks better. May not be perfect. So, right, then you have a bunch of those, and then the only issue is with this stuff is like, can I like... It's gotta be a platform, doesn't it? Alright. And that's like where you'll buy shit. And then we just need windows everywhere here, or at least a couple. And I need like walls and background. But like, this is sort of the idea. And then I'll have like a lot of like other things, I guess, too. The problem is like, I could... Like there's no second story to this, so I gotta be kind of careful. Like, do I want to just have a bunch of mannequins everywhere with different, like, things? Or do I want to swap a few things in and out? I don't know. This is kind of the general idea. Hey, Jimmy Peter. Is the beardless your one and only video? It could be. I wouldn't... It is right now, yes. I might make more. Because I plan on making something, but I was too lazy to try but some. Yeah, Ken, I wish, honestly, I've said this a couple times, I wish I had like a clone so I could literally just have like someone doing my like all my like cooking and other videos that I want to do for editing and that stuff. I just really behind on it, so. Jimmy Peter, that is 2 first names. It is. That is correct. Okay. What other things can we put here? Because I think up here would be cool to have, like, we're gonna need... The other problem, too, is I need a door. So maybe we'll stack these a bit differently. I have a... Maybe we'll... Yeah, we'll maybe move this over. So, like, this is the right... This is a general idea, guys. It's not, like, the end-all, be-all, so... and this is, like, none of this is permanent. So I think the first thing to do is let's actually put this down where I think it's gonna go. I think we can also... Oh, you know what I also need is, these things. Clothing rack would be good. Maybe do one of those. We'll do like a couple mannequins. Right? Because I need room for a door that takes you up. So if I'm going to do a like proper table or whatever. Oh, it actually can't touch because I need a little bit of overhang. It doesn't matter if it's painted or not, so let's... do all of this. It's fine. Alright, so what we want to do is we're just gonna go to like there, you know, whatever. So that's where you buy everything. I think we could have like some more... I might like put some chains and hangs. I gotta figure that out. But that's essentially the idea. I need a door here that, like, looks like it has stairs going up. So we could put it right here, maybe. But I'd like if it was a little more off-centered, so maybe we'll do, like, another, like, mannequin, womankin, whatever it's called. I also think we could do some above, so, like, this is a really easy way to just do this. And then I think some, like, item... We want crap everywhere. That's really what this comes down to. So we'll move these in. But like, I'm getting ahead of myself with decorations, but like this is sort of the idea. And then that like is the height element. Then here, like I said, we just want like a background like staircase thing. And this should be wood, so we'll see. So look for free editor. Yeah, I know, right, Ken? Fuck. Bring back hot. I think every now and again a hot dog is good. I will say that. Post it. Oh my god. Wait, do what? Be a free editor for you? No, I need a free editor. That's what I need. I need all the fucking help I can get. So I think it'd be cool to have like a window behind some of these. Right? The challenge with this is like, do I make them tall? Like this? But I can't shape them if I do that. I mean, whatever. We'll just, it doesn't matter. And what's the space between these going to be? Is it 2 or 3? I don't know. And you could do like, I guess we do like 2 here. They don't need to be perfectly even. Like initially I want to do some rounded ones, but I'm going to realize I can't do that because I'm not going to have the space. But at the same time, I want to have this pull over, so it's a bit of a tricky one. Well, whatever. We'll figure it out. I'm not too worried. Here, I think, for fun, let's just not paint this. Let's just put this down. There we go. And this is why this kind of gives me some headaches, because like normally I wouldn't have that up there. But it kind of makes sense. What's happening here? We are making a build for the clothier. Custom NPC home for the clothier. Canvas overhangs. Canvas overhangs. Canvas over. I don't know if there. Do we have those? February 25th was the start of. Why was that the case? You can me? No, I sound like I belong. I sound like the kind of person that smokes pot. Okay, for a living, on a beach in California. That's what I sound like in my own estimation. If that gives you any clue of where my head's at. I am really trying to figure this out. It's really funny how sometimes this is the shit that gives me trouble. Because part of me thinks I could do like a black window type thing here, which would actually maybe work.
Hello, sir.
But I don't know. Is it? You sound like my daddy. Well, I mean, good for your father, I guess. I'd say I have the exhausted time. Dude, I mean, here's the thing, man. Like, the reality is, like, who doesn't these days? What's a wall type we could use here? I would love to use one of these, but these are so bloody dark. But this could maybe work. It's, like, smooth, you know? I like the idea of this, like, being a framed window. Like, you know? The problem is it's, like, it doesn't quite work. Yeah, I could paint this middle section darker. Do like that. It's interesting, I guess. It's hard to tell. Because the problem is, what do we do for the vertical elements here? Like, I think I need to change it to something else. Which means I have to change the metal section regardless of what I want, so... yeah. Yeah. Alright. You know what the thing is, man? Like... okay, first off, people that, like, the voice thing, I know that there's people that, like, literally will have filters for their voice, which I find is, like... I mean, I guess if you're, like, really uncomfortable... I mean, I kind of understand, but I don't really get that. It's like, your voice is your voice, man.
You suck.
No. You suck. How about that? Pretty sure this is the wall I want to keep for later, but I will get to that. I mean, I almost have to use Ebon Wood at this stage, which sucks. This is not what I wanted to use, but I don't think I have a choice, unfortunately. So we're going to just go ahead and bite the bullet on that. And we'll just do not that. Doesn't quite work the way I want it to. So I think it's gonna have to be brown, unfortunately. Oops. Actually, no, that actually works because I can just replace the glass as opposed to trying to paint it. And then this will be gray, I guess. But it can't be that because we have to have the oven wood right in the middle. I mean, that's okay. I mean, I could do brick wall, I guess, on the inside, right? Like, I could make this brick. I just feel like... I don't know. I feel like that, like, contrasts pretty heavily. Is that milk? Do any... Okay, I think we were talking about this last stream. Do any of you guys actually just drink, like, a glass of milk? Like, just a full-on glass of milk? Because I do not. And I don't really know a lot of people that do. Let's see what boxes we have. I think we could add some cool music boxes around. Just like these will just be little details and funky things like that, just to cover some stuff up. I also do kind of want some wallpaper in here. I think that could be really cool to have some going across. So maybe we'll do like it's tempting to just do this across a pretty well. We'll just play with this one for now. And just go like to there. I don't know what color we're gonna do with this, but something like that. Right? Again, we'll still need some sections off of this, but I'm trying to... I don't know what to put here. That's throwing me off slightly. But we'll figure it out. I love what... Yeah, but dude, I couldn't tell you last time I just, like, had a fucking pint glass and I just filled it with milk. Like, could not tell you. A gallon? Yeah. Yeah, I could not drink a gallon of milk. I feel like I would just not feel good. So, do we keep the same window look? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll do less windows on this side? I don't really know. Oops. Again, I kind of like that it's a little broken up. It's not all the same. But at the same time, it'd be nice if it was a little cleaner in some spots, but that's fine. And again, I don't know what color to put here. I don't think green makes the most sense. Obviously, we gotta paint the floor a different color. I think that might be a white paint that we go with. I mean... This will be our workshop area. I still need to put a door here, so that's part of the reason I can't go too crazy. You know what we could also do? We could do a little bit of, like, flowers and stuff, too. Like, I think a mix of, like, some green and some, like, actual different things. Hey, Monica, how's it going? Welcome on in on the YouTube side. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. My bones are so strong I could tank. Yeah, I drink so much milk. I'm so strong. The thing is, there's also a lot of sugar in milk, so that might be a little much. I know. You know what? I want milk now. Wow. But you gotta. I mean, okay. So one thing I do remember sometimes, if like when I was a bit younger, like if it was hot out or like whatever, like a cold glass of milk sometimes at night or whatever, that can be nice. But like, dude, yeah, like drinking a full, just like a full cup of milk, I'm just like, no. You don't understand what I mean? Liters is 1 gallon a week. It's a lot, man. Somebody else on YouTube, my God. I know, John. Yeah. Well, the thing with YouTube is like, I don't even know how many people typically pop in. I think we might have like 2 or 3 people in YouTube and only 1 or 2 talking, so that's fine. I like this. I like this. I gotta put, like I said, I gotta put a door here. I'm gonna just slap something down. We'll just worry about the materials later. The thing with making these doors is like, you gotta give yourself just enough breathing room. Yeah. And then I will just and then my brain's not working. There we go. Fantastic. And then all we gotta do here is then put some, I mean, obviously we need like paint the background all shadow painted, but once we put some stairs, we can make it look, well, we can make it look like stairs, I should say. I'll just do this. And then you just kind of, okay, we break everything first, then we put the stairs in. See? It's the perfect plan. It's really hard for me not to screw things up. Alright, then we just need one more. I think it has to go here, right? Let me smush that down. Something like that. And then you just gotta shade it somewhat. Alright, so that works. It's not my favorite. We'll see. Drink straight from the cow. Oh, I will throw a kitchen. Yeah, do it. Pick up a whole kitchen. Eat the cow. I'll do it. Yeah, just straight. Imagine just eating raw cow. I have one, Jim. I have one ball. That's it. One singular ball. I'm using it. We can also actuate this shit, I guess. This is more for aesthetics than anything else. Yeah. So I'll make that stair-like. This will all be darkened up. I'd like some more mannequins. But we'll need another version of this up here. So we'll just put this right against the wall, I guess, or something. I'm not really sure. I would put it here. The problem is it'll you know what? Actually, maybe I will, because that'll give it some thickness to the wall. That maybe won't look terrible. Plus, we'll activate it, so it won't really matter.
You suck.
No, you suck, Ken. You don't know me. Okay, that's obviously too short. What does that mean to me? Yeah, just one space, right? Okay. So just go ahead and actuate the shit out of that. Again, normally I wouldn't put it right up against the wall, but I need the space here, so I gotta be pretty... It's kind of making for an interesting challenge, because you kind of gotta, like, work with what you got, too, which is nice. And I think here, the only difference is I would need to put the stairs in the opposite direction, I think, right? So it only needs to be, like, one. I think. Yeah. Or would it be in this corner? I'm kind of screwing this up along. No, I'll just put it in that corner. It doesn't really matter. Who cares? I think it looks better, so. It's not about realism at this point. Alright, so that's cool. We'll also do the same thing we did over there, which is just to do that. Cool. Doesn't quite work, but it's fine. That's why I'm number one don't with the butt donator. I mean, you say so. Okay, so I think we're looking okay here. I think the wood works. The boreal's fine. Here, same thing. I think we could maybe keep the floor as just wood. So maybe I'll do that. I haven't really used this yet, so we'll just kind of... That'll be our floor, our base floor. Now, one thing I do need to do is I do need to, like, put a chest in here. Now, the only thing I can do here to give me a little bit more wiggle is just to have a little bit of this pull back. So we have a proper window. That can always look half decent. And... yeah, again, I can't make this too large, though. God, it's so annoying. Why'd I pull out a ball from my inventory? That's what I do, man. Why? I don't think I have too many filters on for swearing and shit. Unless, I mean, I guess maybe they got, like, auto-updated or some shit, I don't know. Not sure how I feel about this window. But I like the idea of this being like a... yeah. I might... you know what I need to do here? I just realized I need to angle these so they have like a bit of a shape to them. Because if not, these are gonna look really boring. I mean, they'll still look kind of boring, but they'll look less boring, which is fine by me. 1 second. Try not to paint these. So if I paint these instead of actuate them, they should get that line, right? Sucks. That sucks a lot. I don't want that to look that way, but... I think I gotta put a wall here, but I don't want to. Ah! What if I... hold on, what if I break... you can barely see that. It's so weird. I think it's because of the background. Yeah. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Okay. Well. Problem is I can't actuate because then this room doesn't count. I guess this room doesn't really have to count, though. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. It doesn't really matter. Thing is, I want to do this here as well, but maybe I can't. So, let's... 1 second. Okay, let's do it the same way we had it up here. Yeah, that works. That'll give us a bit of a design, which I think is good. Oops. Alright, cool. That'll give us something to work with, because now if we do glass, it should stick out. Not a super big fan of that, but I think it gives it like a little dimension, so I think I'm gonna stick with it. And I can always, I can always paint it with, what's it called? Oh god, paint it with Echo Paint. So the only problem is this one's stupid. So let's just do this. Where's my tutorial? There we go. Again, not completely sold on this. I don't really know if I like this or not. But it could be worse, so whatever. It is a little weird. I guess I could also break this up though. I could like hammer a chunk out. Will that work? Actually, I didn't even think of that. 1 second. Is that worse? Yeah, it's worse. Okay, fuck it. We'll just leave it for now. I'll deal with that later. Can I get some, wait, can I get some tuner lessons to our building? I mean, this building is not that crazy. I know it seems like it if like you're just like, oh, like you look at it in totality, but I just like, I don't have a, I'm just like putting things that I think like work. You know, and I know I want to make this like a workshop, so I know like I want to get like a dresser and other things, but you know. Which one, like this one looks pretty like a little workshop-y kind of thing, like where you would build things. So the question is, do I want more than one? I need like... I did want to make like a custom loom as well, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. We'll have a window view at the very least. Let's get like a chest. We could get a couple chests in here actually, because I feel like we're going to need them. So let's grab a... Let's start with a bamboo one. And then we'll do, I don't even know. I wish you could put stuff on there. We'll get another chest after. So for now, I'm actually going to put some of the stuff I've used already in here, because I want to make sure I'm collecting all the things I have been using. So I'm not going to need these two anymore. We're using that, we're using this. Definitely going to keep some of these things, I think. Just different walls. These are when I do the video for this, guys. So this will be a YouTube video. The goal is that when you guys then ask me what I used to build, it's all like there and accounted for. So hopefully that's makes sense. Just don't want to miss anything. So I didn't use this, which is kind of surprising. I may still use it, but oops. No, I can get those later. I'll get those later too. Screw it. I am kind of surprised I didn't use this, to be honest, but whatever. Oops, that's already there. I can get rid of the dirt. We use this. We use that, yeah. I was like, did I use this? I'm like, I did use that. That's in there. What else do we have? Normal wood? No. These. Really didn't use that much. Like, that's the thing, it looks so convoluted, but like, I really don't have that much in here. Wait, did I use cactus? I was gonna use cactus. Oh no, I did, I used it up here. Right. Okay, we did use cactus. Never understood. It depends. Like, this would look a lot better if I had like a delineation in the glass, like I have here. You can also, you can do things a little differently. The problem is because the glass extends into the room, it kind of looks a little funky. Yeah, this one up here looks a little strange. I will acknowledge, but I mean, if I do this, that helps. I just want to give it like a little bit of a look. Right, but then you still get that delineation. So it's fine. My goal here is I'm trying to make like, you know, like I want to make a room that's got a lot of like our tools and, you know, this is like where we're working. So the whole thing though that's hard is, do I have like thread on me? Yeah. The problem is I can't like place these anywhere. So I have to place these. I'm pretty sure if I... Can I paint these? I don't even know if I can paint these. But the goal is to have a bunch... Wait, can I put those on plates, I wonder? Let me try. I don't think you can. That'd be sick, though. You suck. Alright, so no. I'm gonna put some flowers in this window. We want some different things here. But yeah, ultimately, like, this is pretty much what we're gonna do. And I guess I need to do some of these because I want to have the threads and stuff down here, but which is easy enough. But I want more. I mean, I was gonna try to make like a custom loom, but I don't have enough room for it. Right, so it's like, you know, obviously we need a couple of these, but they don't turn around either, so it's kind of annoying. I could want like a die and like... Ooh, I have a different idea. What if we do this? Ooh, this might work. This might work. And then what we can do is... we can grab... what is it? I'm pretty sure it's a hallowed wall, isn't it? This one. I don't know if this will work, but... I want to make it look like we're working on threads and stuff. So obviously we gotta get some echo paint, but... We'll paint those different colors. I think. Still need a chair here, don't I? Let's get a proper... I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter what chair we use. Oh, I got a drink. Gotcha. My bad. Not long until I make you do push-ups. There's no push-ups here. They're banned. 5 epic push... Dude, I need to get to the gym. Honestly, that's the main thing. I haven't gone to the gym in a hot minute. Like about 2 weeks. Oh, I should have put this on this side. Fuck me. I guess we don't really need a chair. We could just do this. And then we'll do a lamp. What lamp? You know what? This is the perfect lamp. Undeniably the best lamp. There's our little workstation. And we just need, like, things on it. So, oh, you know what? That's actually perfect for here. If I get an item frame... I need a couple, but if I... Ooh, can I... I can't echo paint this and keep a thing on it, can I? Let's find out. I think it... Oh, it does. Oh, that is sick. So I could do... Yeah, I could do yarn. It's a little weird that it's floating. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of works. Screw it. You know? What else can we put down here? I don't know what else to put on this table. I mean, normally I would put cups and stuff, but... I'm gonna want some lamps. I want this to feel very cluttered up here. And have a loom that's got, like, materials. And then I don't know what to... I feel like I just need... Again, I need things here that I can, like, work with. So maybe we'll, like... That's a bit awkward. I'd love if I could fit something else in here. It's not really another way to make that not float, so that's a bit awkward. But... A terror toilet? I mean, I was gonna, but I think the problem is it doesn't really make sense. I mean, that kind of looks like a toilet. Something up here. I mean, I gotta change elements of this anyways. I think I'd like wallpaper, but I don't know if that makes sense here. I know I want to put a hanging thing here where we have like different dyes and threads. And I still want to put a sign or like I want to make a custom yarn thing like this. Spool. I'm going to make one somewhere. I just don't know. Like, it's not going to be hard to make. It's just I got to figure out how to do the lines with the colors and shit. So, other than that, that's the only real detail I need. And I kind of want it here because I like the idea that it's like off this main roof. So it could be kind of interesting. Terra toilet or else what? You have no power here. You're not even a mod. You have absolutely no power here, sir. I mean, A for effort, but exactly. Fudge. Okay, like I really want to put some of these down, but I can't. It's annoying I can only put one or two, but yeah, like having these floating doesn't make sense. And I mean, I could move this, but then I would block stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do.
There it is. Wait a minute,
Or what?
lemonade,
And?
pamplemousse.
Yeah. It's like a refresher.
You
Do
suck.
you want dinner now?
No. But if you're hungry, make your thing and I'll come get it after. I'll just heat it up.
We're gonna have no power all next Tuesday.
What?
Power interrupt.
Oh, probably from all the stuff outside? Okay. Well, no stream on Tuesday, folks. We won't have power. So, that's fun. We're definitely gonna use this. What am I missing here? Okay, I think I'm gonna get rid of that. I need room. Let's get rid of these. I'm gonna be able to put them somewhere. I just don't know where. I definitely need lights of some kind. I don't know what to do here. Territory, I will threaten you with money. Oh no, not my bank account, girl. 1 cent at a time. Dude, am I not missing stuff here? Am I crazy? I feel like I'm missing stuff, but maybe it's just me. Didn't really use paint. I gotta get shadow paint. I've used this. I just don't know if I'm able to keep using this. I just don't think it's gonna work out. I wanted to, but it seems unlikely. So, dude, the thing is like, I mean, whatever. Getting the power cut's not the end of the world. But it's just funny because it's like the timing. On a Tuesday, it's like, why not a different day? What's this? Oh. I mean, this would be kind of cool if I could put this somewhere, but again, you can't just plop it down. I mean, I guess I could do like a funny... That could work. Problem is the fact that it just hangs is like really weird. So if I were to like do that, that kind of works. I mean, I'll use a different wall.
You suck.
No, you suck. You don't know me. There you go. Something with texture. It's kind of fun to have that stuff. And then I need some other things here, but maybe put some money or some books. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I'm just adding that for the sake. I also need to figure out these windows. I think I'm going to make them gray, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Or maybe white? Maybe I'll make them white. Let's get some white paint. The other problem we're having is I need a background wall for here. I think this, like, I would have loved if this was brick. The problem is it would clash with this. So now I need to think, what wall would make a lot of sense here? I don't really want brick, but it could work. We could do stucco. I could just do a wallpaper too. I don't think that's really a bad thing. It just, I feel like it could be very like, the problem with wallpaper is very like in your face kind of thing. Like it's nice to have something that's a little bit more like tame. But I also like textures. So it's a bit of a toss-up. I kind of want to use this on the top section as well. That helps a little. I need to grab some shadow paint. This is actually really bugging me. So let me just grab this real quick. So the key here is I think I can paint some of this black. And that'll sort of make sense. No. It'll make more sense down here. Then we'll do that. Just kind of works a little bit better. Technically. Doesn't have to be perfect. I also think this needs just a different color altogether. I don't think the sandstone is quite the right color, but you know, if I do gray, it'll probably be dark enough. But it's not like crazy in your face. I kind of want to do these floors white, but I kind of like something different. Come on, is this what I want? No, it's not. That's not what I want. Okay, whatever. Dude, you know what's crazy, Pickles? I actually have the ads as low as I can. Or whatever their standard, I should say, is, which I think is low. So, unfortunately, I cannot do anything about that. Posture check. God damn it. Celestial Bluetooth. How you doing? Actually, my back is fucking bugging me, man. Ah! Alright. A little stretch.
Sir?
Hey, Celestial. I don't get ads either. Bulgaria isn't really marketing. Well, good. You're in Bulgaria. That's probably a good thing for not getting ads, because holy shit, man, they do way too many over here. What can we put up here? I know I'm gonna put some plants here, so I'm gonna like arrange some like hanging flower thing, and like I'll get like a planter box. I kind of want to. I definitely want a little bit of green, but I think like not up here, right? Like the main thing is like keep it simple, right? And then we'll do, what the hell are those hanging things called? These things. Yeah, we'll do well, no, there's no I'm not putting a terror toilet in the window, alright? I will hide a terror toilet with echo paint. That's what I'll do. I think we could do something different, like one of these, but I like the idea of it being, I mean, first I'd love if it was centered, but that's not gonna happen. Fuck. It's gotta be green. These should really be able to be hung off of that, and this is the other problem, is now I can't even hang that. Okay. Why? Because I don't have a thing to hang it off of. So I would need to do like 1, 2, 3, I believe is what you need. Do that, and I gotta echo paint this shit. Alright, so we gotta echo paint that like it doesn't exist. Which is fine, but weird. We can also just do coral, I guess. Like, coral's an easy thing to add. I like to do that. Like, coral, for me, when you do it, like, on these edges and stuff, is, like, kind of fun. Give me the green one. Give me the green one. God damn it. Oh, hey. Again, I haven't decided on the wall color here, but that's okay. I think we just need more. I think I kind of want to just have more mannequins just above this, and that'll be kind of everything. We'll do another coat rack. Like, I really should do more coat racks. The whole place is meant to be like it is meant to be a freaking, you know, workshop. The problem is I don't think this is gonna fit, which sucks. It'll fit here, but whatever. I'd love to fit more of these, but do that. I mean, I guess we'll do another mannequin. Or womankin, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, and then we'll do a couple, like, off-centered ones. Or Yeah. That's all we need. It's just like the whole point is like it's a like the Clothier store needs to have stuff everywhere, you know? So we're doing good, man. We're doing good. Building in this one. I mean, listen. The reality is like we're trying to do some builds. We're just trying to chill, make it like an easy, like fun build. We haven't done building a hot minute, so it's good. I don't like the color of this at all, actually. What can I put above this that would make sense? I mean, I could put the loom above it, I guess, but I always like something like this works, but I need something that's got more, maybe some more movement to it. I wish I could just rest that right on there. That'd actually be so sick. See, because like I can do that, but then the problem is you gotta echo paint this, and then it's like, does this even make sense to like go into that somehow? I don't know. I don't know. Because I want the workshop to feel really like compact, but not like that it doesn't make sense either. And I think that's the slight problem I'm running into here. Yeah, it doesn't work. Although... Ooh, I have an idea. What can I thread through here that would look kind of interesting? Let's get like, put sail maybe? Maybe. Yeah, and then...
You suck.
There's no terra toilets going. You know what? You know what? It'll go... I will put the terra toilet right there if someone beats Ken in the bit donation goal. What is he at? I don't even know what he's at. So I was gonna do waterfall. The thing with the waterfall is like, I don't know if I want the movement or not. Right? So this is what I would normally put. I would do this. And like, it's fine. I gotta paint it, I guess. It's just the problem is like, it's a bit much. I think what I could also do is, you know what? I might just paint this. Wait, why can't you? Oh, right. Oh, I'm stupid. Hold on. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna paint this black. And maybe what I'll do is... Maybe if I echo paint one part of it? That's kind of, like, different, I guess. Kind of neat. I don't know. We're trying to give it some movement, so I think that works. I want this to be like a whole contraption, but it's very awkward. It's like, and again, I'm working in a very tight space, which does not help, but that's kind of the fun. So, also, Forge me? How you doing, man? He has done 8 bits. No, you gotta be his total. You gotta be in first place. If someone puts him out of first place, I will put a territory there, alright? Damn, at this rate, we're not gonna, yeah. No, it's not 9. It's gotta be a 7. What are you at? 70 bits? Yeah. Big money. 70 cents. Otherwise, that's just gonna be a blank little space, and we're gonna live with that, alright? I don't know. This mostly works, right? I want this to be like, look like it's the die, but I mean, maybe that's a bit silly. Who knows? Jar? Bottle. Let's go with a bottle. Again, I don't know what I want to do with the background walls here. I kind of want to change them. I guess what I could do for now is we'll just add another, another beam here or something. Just to break it up a bit. could also just do texture, right? I could do like a shelf or something. If we just do like... It could just be that simple. Like, don't interfere with anything too much, you know? Yeah, someone do 88 bits. I don't think anyone's gonna do 88 bits. 88 bits, that's fine. All time, but yeah, Scanny. So don't forget, we've also been around for a while, but yeah, Scanny has been quite generous on the channel. He's done. That's what, like. Is that? No, it's not 50 bucks, is it? This 200 is $2. Yeah, I think that's 500 bucks total in the last. Like, that's a lot, man. But again, we don't like have any expectations from people, so it's always very generous when people do that stuff, and we appreciate it. What color should this be? So the colors right now are throwing me off a bit. I think this might need to be white on the bottom, maybe. Also realized I haven't painted the floors yet, which was a bit of a mistake. We gotta figure out this too. Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of money, man. Now, it's been over, obviously, a long period of time, but still super generous. So, you know, we obviously appreciate that. I don't know what to put here. Oh, I know what I could put. That'll work. So we'll just do this. Oh, you suck. Alright, whatever. That's a bit more interesting. We'll paint those a different color, I think. I could also just... Let's just do this towards the middle, I guess. I really want to change the background wall here. I just don't know what to do for the wall because I don't want it to be like completely torn into shreds, but I also kind of want it to look a little bit different. I'm not exactly sure what to do. Someone donate. Yeah, yeah, someone donate $500 so I can just put a terra toilet right there. It's really important that we do that. You'd have to be some kind of stupid to do that. Just FYI. If you did that, I would actually tell you you're stupid. I would not feel bad about that. Yep. There's some rope. Yeah. So what we'll do here is I'm going to hang some stuff off of this, but I want to make sure that we have that. Really simple. Simplicity is gonna be good here, and we're gonna hang some stuff so we're like we look like we're dyeing some of the clothes that we do have. So I'll do a couple things like this, different lengths, obviously, but yeah. I want this one's gonna have to match the inside just so people kind of get the idea. What else can we use? I mean, sail's always a good option, so we'll use sail. That's a sailor's hat. It's close. What else can we do? What other walls are like kind of funky here? Have a bit more of like a... They look like cloth or something. Like looking, I'm like, what looks like cloth? Nothing. I mean, this one can work. It's fine, it's just a wallpaper. Well, I mean, I guess you would have different patterns. I think that works. That's just, again, that's just to give us a sense that we're dyeing things, you know? I can do 900, don't do 900. No. Please claim the Leroy Jenkins sampler. Please don't. Thing is loud as shit. Alright, I think that gives a rough idea of what we're going for, right? I do not know what to put here, guys. I almost want to put slab instead of this, but I'm really trying to use... Maybe I just paint this. Like, will that just solve my problem? That kind of works. I actually kind of like that. It's a little strange. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little strange, but I actually don't hate that because it kind of looks like it's blending up into the roof and a little bit different. So I'm kind of here for it. I still have to decide on this, and we also got to paint our wall bits here like that. Just give us a little more sort of a color. Let's cut that off by 1. So, so I gotta paint these, obviously. I'll figure out the paints in a second here. I don't need that anymore. Did we put shadow paint here? No. I guess we have sail. We have that. Oh, I didn't put the shit. I didn't put the Krampus shit. Okay, Sailor's thing is off. Good. I'm glad they're off. I will always decline a few cents to have my ears not be ruptured. I think that is fair in this day and age. All right. Okay, this is gonna be, I don't know what color. We'll probably, actually, we might paint those gray just so they kind of look a little different. Yeah. You know, I really do want to do, like a shelf going across. I normally wouldn't do this, but... I think it's going to be kind of interesting. Something thin like this kind of looks good. Yeah. I could put some walls there too, but... No, I like that. I would normally also paint the rope, but I think I'm going to keep it the natural color. So it's kind of like, it's like a thing that you would pull, like it's laundry, but except that he's dyeing stuff. So the main thing is I got to match some colors here, and we need some pretty ridiculous colors. I think we also need a ton of stuff here. I do not know what color I want here. I don't know if I'm going to keep this green or not. I do know that I want white paint. So let's get rid of that. I think we're done with this, and probably with that. Let's get rid of all these bits and pieces. I'll put this in here and it's a bit unique. That's good. That's good. I still don't know if I want that as the background wall, but we're gonna stick with it. Oh, I didn't put this in here. That's embarrassing. I knew I was forgetting something. Check. Got it. Got it, got it, got it, got it. We didn't put cog in here either. Let's see if we keep that or not. Bricks, yeah. Glass, yeah. I'm just gonna kind of empty my inventory at this point and see what we're working with. So we're gonna keep this, that's good. I'm glad I was able to, that's in there. Throw that out. Let's get rid of everything at this point. Alright. Didn't put that in there. Okay. So, at this stage of the game, what we need is... What? What do we need? We need to... definitely need some paint in here. This needs paint for sure. We need a lot of just stuff. A whole $1. Why do you have the stream in the middle of the night? Because I have a different time zone than you, and I work all day, and then I stream. That is the direct answer to that question. I have other crap I have to do. That's pretty much what it comes down to. I don't know if I want to keep some of these, like, off or not. Should we give these some texture, you think? Or do we just leave them all white? I feel like all white makes the most sense, honestly. I don't want it to, like, get convoluted. I think it's just cleaner. That also helps clear up a few things. So the problem here is, like, I think white...
You suck.
Fix your schedule just so... No. Imagine, the thing is, you know what's kind of crazy, is we actually do get a lot of people from Europe, which I always find really interesting. I like the white. I think that's decent. I don't know what color to make this, guys. What color do we make this background wall? Also, we're missing a lot of light sources. I'm not forgetting about that. I just need to... Oh, crap. Do lanterns hang off of this or not? Oh, they don't. Uh-oh. Oh, we can't use this. Fuck. Or yeah, we can. I'll just invent something. It's fine. So we definitely need some lanterns. What lanterns would look good in this? I think these will look really good because these will look the most... Yeah, I don't even have to ask you guys. I know exactly what I'm gonna use. Let's do this. So we're gonna do... Problem is, how do we hang them? Because this would make the most sense, but these don't count. So I guess I could do... You know what? Let's do more, metal, maybe? Yeah, let's add some, like, interruptions with some plating. Maybe that'll work. Let's do plating there. Plating there. Plating there. We'll do plating there. Plating there. Plating there. Will that work? This is gonna look real funky, but I think it's gonna look kind of cool. Again, because this is a store, right? So technically... Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, I just like the funkiness of the texture, right? Like, these are not the brightest things on the planet, but I'm gonna add a few, like, like, hidden, lights and lanterns and shit, but I think that's pretty good. I'm also really tempted to add, like, some gem spark behind this one, just for fun. Like, these would be, like, our top grade, like, armors or something, you know? We'll, like, add, like, a layer of, like, red. I don't know. Let's just see if we like that. Or does that look ridiculous? Yeah, it looks ridiculous. Okay, idea failed. We tried and we failed. That's okay. I think we also want, like, a... No, candle? Let's get some... It's either Dynasty or glass. I think it's gotta be glass. Same problem we're gonna have here is we don't have any light sources. Well, we have a light source, but I think we could do a little bit better. Actually, this is a really good opportunity to do one of these. Like that, and another one. And we'll just paint that gray. Again, these give off, like, no fucking light, which is kind of crazy to me. But we're gonna just brighten it up and echo paint these, because I need some light in here. I think that'll be sufficient. Let me get some echo. Alright, because if we do this... Yeah, that's like, that is perfect. Like, pretty, like, chill, ambient light. That's what we're going for. Damn! Alright, he reads 2 messages and looks away. I do, Pickles, I do. That's how, especially when I'm building, it's gonna happen. I should be reading chat more, you're right. Have you ever got some... Wait, ever got some from France? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Terra toilet paint? I mean, listen, guys, Terra toilet could go there. Love fighting bosses that have trones of HP. I do not. I do not. I do not want to catch French. What the fuck are you talking about? Delicious glass of milk that no one wants. Mmm. Yum. I mean, this is like a weird looking build, but it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool. All right, so now you know what the main thing we need to do, guys? The main thing we need to do is figure out the color here and the color for the cactus. I mean, we could keep the green on the green. I don't think it's the end of the world. It's a bit much. And then what I need to do is I need to get like a ton, and I mean a ton of armors and like vanity and just shit. JS, yeah, I feel a lot better. Undoubtedly, I feel a lot better. Now, the cloth here would do more, like, vanity and not armor, so... I mean, I should do the... Let's do the rune stuff. The rune one's pretty easy. I think that's one that you would definitely see. That's an easy one. Let's do... And I'm probably not... I'm just gonna keep the natural colors of a lot of these things, I think. What's a set that's good, guys? What set makes sense in this? I mean... Capricorn, maybe? Let's do Capricorn. We can always give this, like... Kind of neat. I don't want to do armor necessarily, but we could make some mixes. Why would you do a clonk emoji? No, we're on nobody's time. All right, give me some vanities that you guys like, or that are good, if you know the names of them, because I cannot remember them. Clown shirt, Pharaoh. I don't want the Pharaoh stuff. I gotta do it based off the helmets, I guess. I feel like I might be missing vanity, because I don't do vanity stuff. Safe mans. I mean, I guess we do Aaron stuff. Red. So these I'm going to put on certain things. I think reds would be kind of interesting. I guess we could also go with more base. I mean, I could do armor and just give it like a helmet too. I kind of make one. I'm gonna invent one. That could look kind of neat. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. We're cooking something up. Whether it looks good or not is a whole other problem. Let me try the suit. Okay, that looks good. Like an explorer type thing, you know? Like we're trying to make him look cool. Trousers? Sure. Yeah, that works fine. That's all we really need. Well, I think I should go. So yes. So Ken, I'd say like we're not missing much on this build. All I really need to do is like finish off some detail work, some paint. I'm gonna work on like a little bit of landscaping. But the main goal here is to really use the terrain that we have to just kind of work for us. So, and also open this up. So this is like a little more interesting. And I'll make like a pathway here with like a different, like I'll connect this with a short thing. I don't know exactly what that's gonna look like, but we'll put like some stone slab as a bridge. I gotta paint this as well. Add some more things here. Maybe I'll put, oh, you know what, I'll put a little piggy bank. And then I just gotta like, I'm just trying to figure out like what pieces I want to put here for, I don't know, this whole shebang I'm doing here. I need like a good, oh, is there, oh, I bet like goggles would look good on this. Is there like a set that has like shades or goggles? I think that might be a bit too much, but let's give that a shot. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Like, again, the goal here is to have a lot of crazy nonsense, because the clothier is making clothes. He does not make armor, so, you know, Patcher's hat. So I don't want stuff that looks too armor-like, and then I also want to make sure, I don't know, what about ninja? No. Samurai? Isn't there a samurai thing? Samurai? I know there's ninja gear. I don't think that's gonna work though. Yeah. There's gotta be a way to make a cool samurai set, right? Oh, maybe it's with this actually. Ooh, let's check this out. I think it'd be kind of cool to find one that like would fit a samurai style. Oh, like that. Actually, it would be perfect. As that is probably what's supposed to go with. Yeah. Let's find some slippers. Okay, let's find some sort of booties of some kind. I see. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Good night. Enjoy your dry bread in the morning. Dude, I will enjoy it. All right. Ken, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. I know the builds are kind of chill, kind of slow, but appreciate you hanging out. Are these slippers? Maid shoes? Pink maid shoes? No. Legetta? Sure. That sounds like it fits. You can't even see them. Alright, cool. I'm not gonna... I probably could use some dyes on this. I might use a bit of dye. I just pump up the colors, because that is part of this as well. It's not like the dye trader, but... nurse's shirt. I'll do like a buccaneer. Do one of these. I think there's some like basic shirts and shit we can do. Just need hats and need some different stuff. There we go. And one more. We can go a little bit funky on this one. Something different. Something with a more interesting look to it. I mean, we could just do my thing. I kind of want another hooded one, but I feel like that's kind of the obvious thing to do. We did that. That's too similar. Cowboy hat. Do like a cool cowboy thing. Let's see if we can find something that fits. I do like the tax collector's suit. Looks pretty good. I actually don't know if we'll find something that fits this, because... Like, will this work? Oops. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Echo. I hate the typing sometimes in this thing. So, there's our echo paint. We'll just do that. Try not to destroy this time. Great. Alright, that's not so bad. And then we just need some more vanity. What lower part would be good on this? Like some weird ass leggings. Problem is we got two cowboy hats like next to each other, which doesn't really work. Let's get something else. Like, fucking... Let's do... That's different enough, I guess. Let's actually go with that. A little fez. There we go. Alright, that's cool. Now the only thing here is I don't know if I want to hide the bases of it or keep it as is. It's just a bit of a debate. I don't know if we want to hide those or not. I'm not really sure. And then the last one here, we'll just do, I don't know, we'll figure out. We'll do something with a stripy shirt. We can do, what's this? Lizard ears? No. I don't know what I'm going to put on this one. Oh, graduation cap? Maybe? I think we need a shot of color here. And then we're going to need some sort of pants. Let's try the cowboy pants. Maybe that'll work. Sure. It's weird, but that's the whole point. We want, like, weirdness here. So, this all works nicely. What do you guys think of the green? Do we keep the green? This needs to change color. I'm going to change this to, I don't know, something else. This might actually be nice if it's, like, blue or something. I just need, like, I think we need a pop of color. I don't know if a neutral color makes the most sense, but... I could also make it stripy. Can't be green. I think it's got to be blue or something similar. Right. That's a bit much, though. Yeah. White could work. I gotta think what paint might make the most sense here. I mean, you know what? Actually, if I paint it brown, it might stand out enough where it's like brighter. We could leave the countertop blue maybe that way. Right? Because that still kind of looks like... Yeah, it still looks right. Then here... I could paint these, but... I don't really make sense. Then up here we got a lot of work to do, but that's okay. So right now our main focus is paints and just making this stuff kind of interesting. So I think like definitely a deep red. We'll do a pink or a violet or something. We just need something. So I think to start, let's try. That's really just purple on that, isn't it? Shit. It's pretty tame. I need this to be like crazy. So it looks like he's working on it, I guess. That works. It's a little weird, actually. Whatever. We'll also paint these a different color. I like the stairs, I like this. We gotta add some hats and some crazy shit to these. That's fine. This, I mean, actually this would be a good opportunity to go, yeah, that always looks nice. Red, we'll do, we need some really vastly different colors here. Let's grab like, yeah, like a deep lime. And then... I don't even know what to do with it. I kind of like this, like, faded look, I guess. Not so bad. Yeah, it's fine. That's all we need. Just want some colors and something different. I cannot decide on this green background. I don't think it looks that bad, to be honest, but I think it could be a little bit more interesting. You guys have to let me know what you think of this, because I'm undecided, to be honest. Then here, I wanted some slab. I just want something where I can, like, just kind of connect this. Or not connect it, depending how you want to do it. But the idea is, like, this then is, like, a little trailing off piece. And then... something real simple. Okay, maybe not simple, but that is the wrong color. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's keep it simple. Again, this is all this needs to be. A little connecting piece. It's a little weird, it's not actually connected to anything, but that's okay. We will figure that out later. Do some pearl wood, and we'll do some pearl wood, and we'll just kind of push those down. That works. And then, again, I could extend this further here. I just don't know if it makes any sense to do so. But I suppose arguably it does. We'll make stairs that go down, right? It's not looking too bad. Again, I don't love the background wall here. I kind of want to change it. And the more I look at this, I feel like I need to echo paint. I don't know what looks cleaner. I think this will look better. But I could be wrong. Really hard to tell. I mean, the wood doesn't look bad either. But the glass is like probably the way to go ultimately. I mean, maybe if I paint it black. Or is that going to stand out too much? Yeah, no, that doesn't work. That does not work. Okay, well, we'll leave that for now. We'll figure out the rest. I like how this is looking. I think a little more texture on the floor would be nice, but the problem with boreal wood is like you can only really use ash wood with it. In the sense that I think that's something that really kind of matches up nicely. And even then the color is not. I think we'll just do that for the sake of giving this a little bit of texture. There we go. I think that's really all we need at this point because there's not too much else we can add. Again, I don't love the floor on the second floor. I just feel like it needs color, but I think at the same time the whole point is it's about the workshop, not about the walls. So I think we'll leave it as is. A little more lighting maybe wouldn't hurt, but we got the torches hidden. The arrows, I kind of want to paint a different color. Let's maybe try blue. I actually like that a lot more. Kind of starts matching things. I do like the cactus in the background. I just don't know if it should be a different color. But the green with the green, it's kind of hectic. I think the other thing we gotta do is paint this like different color. And maybe also maybe not. Let's mix and match here a bit. What is dry bread? I don't know, man. Don't ask me because I don't know. I mean, that works. So this, I wish was maybe not this color. The problem is this doesn't really quite do what I want it to. It doesn't look like we're embroidering anything, so I think maybe what we have to do is, like, add some pieces. I just feel like that doesn't really add anything, but we hammer it. Yeah, well, this is meant to be the workshop area, so it's meant to be a little bit more dull. I think the problem is it needs. I think I just need like I just need a different texture. So like I might just do ashwood wall, and just huck some of this in here. Right. It just, the problem is then it becomes, is that too much and it's too cluttered, right? In which case, do we just huck some wallpaper up here? But I don't want the wallpaper to be the same. You know, I don't care if these items stick out. I want this to feel very, like, cluttered, workshop-y, if that makes sense. But, yeah, it's a bit tricky. So I think this doesn't make sense, but this might. Also, is this even valid? I didn't even check. Okay, it is. What about down here? This is missing a chair, obviously, and some doors. But otherwise, it should be fine. So we could just move. He could just live here. I think the other problem is the colors are really wild up here, so I think I might need to tone this down a touch. But I just don't really know. Yeah, the idea here is that you can't, like, the idea is you can't easily make things out, if that makes sense. Like, the goal is it's just sort of messy and cluttered. It's like you'd come up the stairs and it's like, okay, here's my little dye vat, and then I make my loom, you know, that dye stuff, then I put it through the loom, and then I'm working here and, like, finishing things up. That's sort of the idea. I could add more. I think this thing sticks out like a sore thumb right now. I gotta figure out, you know, do I just want to, like, tone it down, just make it gray? Is that, like, blended in a bit more, maybe? Same with these. I wanted these just to be kind of interesting, but I think they kind of look weird. So, maybe I won't paint them that color. Maybe I can also... Hard to say. Maybe these aren't worth having. You know what the other problem might be? If I grab that hallowed thing, maybe it's, maybe I guess I gotta pull this wall up a bit. Because again, the idea is it's like, that's, you know, maybe we'll echo paint the rest. This might actually look better. It's this idea that, like, the loom is, like, where you're working on it and stuff, and, like, there's, like, sections that need work. So what if I also mix and match this a bit? It's, like, more like a quilt, so it looks like more of a material that way. And what I'll do is I'll have this in the same outside. I'll give it, like, a quilt pattern. Wait, what? Wait, did I not paint this deep red? Oh, I'm an idiot. I gotta use that. No. Won't work as well. Yeah, I would need this to be filled. I mean, I guess I could just fill it. Right, and I could make it like a... Let's do that. Let's just make it a square pattern or whatever. And that way, we'll do the pattern, and then it'll look okay. Okay, well. So the idea is, like, you can kind of see where the both patterns are, and that's kind of nice. I actually really like that. Okay, so that's nice. The only thing now is... This is kind of silly. I don't like it. Looks better in the beard. Wow. Why you gotta be so mean, man? Just let me live my semi-beardless life. idea. I just don't know if it's gonna look good. It's more interesting than practical, I think, is the idea with that. It's just meant to be kind of attached, hanging out. This is all natural, so I'm not going to touch that. I like this. The last thing we're missing is this big piece I wanted to do up here. I'm just not sure if I want to do a sign or if I want to do it a different way. I think a sign actually makes the most sense. We'll just have to see how we put that together. The last thing I gotta make sure is I'm not forgetting any materials. That's in there. The paints, I'm not gonna add all the extra paints, it's just mainly for the build. I gotta add the hats. This actually looks a lot better now. Could do a little more in the window, I guess, but I don't know what else I would do. I guess I could do another rack of some
Hello,
kind,
sir.
but... Hey, Fuzz, how you doing, man? Good to see you, dude. Catching us here as we're doing a wee little build. It's looking pretty good. So we have ashwood? No. That's a little slab. And then we get rid of that. We'll actually leave it in for now. I'm not gonna worry about the different paints, because obviously we're gonna use a variety, so it's all good. You can kind of pick the paint you want. Like, these are not like the prescribed colors, obviously. Sure, we'll put that into... Yeah. Like, even the sail, it's not really like... It's just for this. It's like, it doesn't really matter, you know? Not really. We did end up using ashwood, so that's fine. I think that's all the materials we're actually going to need. So I'm pretty sure with just normal wood I can make what I want to make here. Unpainted, ideally. So I want to make a spool, and the spool just needs to be like, you know, call it like that big. So the problem with this, though, is I gotta come up with a simple way. There's a couple ways I can do. I was gonna do some platforms in the middle, and then a wall or varying walls in the back. So I think like, so the platforms, because I want this to be, probably we're gonna go with like a bright, we might even go with like a yellow or like a blue. So we gotta figure out what we're gonna do for that, but I think like some textured type platform maybe, or like a living wood, or even, Dynasty doesn't quite have the right look to it, I don't think. So Fuzz, this is our NPC world, so I'm actually building a home for the clothier. That's what I'm making. Or attempting to make, I should say. Do I want to make this one bigger? I feel like that might be too big, but no, that actually works. That's all I wanted is this, and then what I'll probably do is just angle these the right way, right? And then what we ought to do is just fill this with a material in the back. It can be any material, but I think we could also alternate. So the only downside, depending on what I use, it can either stick out past where it needs to, or it won't, and I don't know. If I go one further, it won't work. So I think what we'll do, we gotta find another wall type that we think might work. It could be anything, it just, I think a little bit of texture probably goes a long way here. But maybe something... Can't be smooth. I can't be cloud. I don't think it has to be super textured. I mean, you could also do something like this. Unless I fuck it up. Problem again is I think the color is not going to work here. Because I think the color is going to take really differently. And I think I need... I think Yeah, what's up? Okay. Well, I'm not coming down yet. Do you need me to? Meg? Oh, she left. Alright. Well, you... Well, I don't... Like, yeah. I mean, yeah, you could, right? You could do... I don't know if that's gonna change anything, though. It's gonna keep it in the same spot, so it doesn't matter. I think the main thing is I need to change the edges of these particular things, so I will I'll do Dynasty on the ends. Sure. What about these? Nope. That's gonna be Dynasty. So not those. Do Dynasty. Alright, so then the question is, what freaking color are these gonna be? And that's where I'm like, I'm not so sure. So we'll just do like, let's just grab deep purple for now and just see what that looks like. Actually looks pretty good. Right? It's pretty decent. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, obviously, but I'm not too worried about that. So then what I'll do is, I think we'll maybe do like, let's paint this gray instead. Or, you know what, let's actually make it, let's make it brown. Make brown, actually. Oh, actually, you know what we could do? Ashwood? No. No, I think this is the right call. Where's Echo painted? Echo Wall. Oh, you're sorry. Yes, sorry. Echo Wall, it would do what you're saying. But I actually like the little effect here. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It would like, it lets you cut off, because it creates a gap. You get the gap when you do walls, right? So like, I could do that here. I could do Echo, like here. And that would actually keep these... Right? It would shrink those windows. Which is something I do want to do. Like that. There we go. Terrible. So the real question is, I want to also then put an actual sign here and be like, you know, write something. Oh, fuck me. What's a clean looking wall? I don't know what wall to put here. I feel like this one works, but then at the same time, it's kind of got some texture to it. But... I mean, I guess I could just use palm wood. But that's really bright, actually. Well, let's just stick with this for now. Again, I want this like crazy misleveled stuff. It just adds a lot of like funk to it, so... let's do statue, or... Statue? No, not statue. Statue. Oh, thanks, babe. Oh, told you I'd come down and grab it. Okay. There you go. Hold on me. Do I write it, or do I... I could make it out of blocks, no? Oh, that might be too big, though. It's really too bad. Dinner, sir. Well, Jazz. Yeah, I mean, I actually prepped most of it, but it's brought to me, which is very nice. Yeah, so that won't work. It's kind of cool. Not what I would normally do, but thing is, I don't think I need this. But the only reason I want to put this is because I like the difference in height. So I guess I could make this like kind of funky looking text, right? I could do the same. So let's try this again. There's a way to make this work. So we'll just do that. All I want is this to fit. But I think I can do it. I just gotta come up with a shittier way of putting this all together. Oh, what if I just do this? Oh. Does that look like a H or no? I'm trying not to make this any bigger. Fuck me, bro. It's like destroying my entire build. It's not very H-like. I'm trying. I'm just trying. I don't want to extend it one because I want it to be like the right length on either side. But I mean, the best thing I can think to do is literally just do like, you know, either it goes under this. Just do like this. But that doesn't really make sense unless you do that. And then that doesn't make sense because it doesn't fit. I keep breaking my walls. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to make it a small H, I guess, but because all I need is I need one extra spot right there. But that hangs over the sign, and I don't like that. And it feels too big for some reason. If I do that, it's the same problem. So the only thing I can think to do is, like, well, if I just do this, but then that doesn't really work. I mean, that looks kind of like an H, right? Or no? Am I crazy? My tummy life. I know she doesn't want to have me cold food, but I mean, that means I gotta eat while I'm streaming. I don't like eating while streaming, generally. Does it look more like an E? Oh, yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Fuck. Is there any way to make an H? I mean, I guess I could shrink the T, and that would give me space. Dude, someone is mowing the lawn right now. That looks like a K. That looks more like a K. Yeah, it doesn't really work. I guess the only way I can think to do it is, like, to do that, right? I mean, I guess it's fine if it hangs off the side. Who gives a shit? Like, this whole thing is funky and quirky anyways. Like, what's the difference? You do like eating while on stream? Well, I mean, that makes one of us. I guess the alternative is, do I just remove the sign entirely? Because, I mean, this is still technically above the height of this, so maybe I don't need it? I need strong opinions here. What do you guys think? Think remove it? It makes it feel more shop-like, though. I could make it shop instead of cloth. I might just keep it. I guess what I could do is this. And then... that way it doesn't look like it's off. Make a spindle? I don't even know how to make a spindle. I just want... I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Not big into the world of making clothing. It's kind of cool. And I don't want to add, like I said, I don't want to do too much here. I just want to leave this kind of the same. Now, if I look at this, I gotta add some hats and stuff here, but otherwise, like... let's grab a... let's do one of these for fun. That. We need hats. Hats. Do... leprechaun hat. Let's do... cow, fedora... because you can only put hats on this, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. It makes it feel nice and cluttered, and yet, like, still kind of works, you know? Dog water. You don't know. I mean, it's not bad. I think what I do need to do is do, illuminate. Because what I want is, I know it'll look a little weird, but, you know? You know what we could do too? We could actually do, like, at night, we'll do like a couple that are... oops. Does this change what it looks like during the day? Yeah, a little bit. I kind of like that. It just gives it something. That way when you do this, it's like just bright enough, you know? It's kind of different, more interesting. Makes it feel like the workshops, like, come to life, you know? Was that strong enough? I thought it was pretty strong. Yeah, it was a good reaction. Is what I was looking for. It's not have a good day. Well, what's it? Man, I need to run time, let some plants grow. I think here what we could do is do like a... I want a tub here. I think it would look good. What's the food? It is it's like a big old Mexican rice bowl thing we make. We do a lot of like bowls. So it's like rice, tomato, ground beef, sweet potato, avocado. There's like a bunch of like just like what you would get at like a Chipotle or something. Big brain.
Hello, sir.
Ooh, that's kind of neat. Hey, Dante, how you doing, man? Good to see ya. What if we... no, that'll be too weird. I need to think of things I can put here. Should really be able to put stuff on this, but... This is psychotic. Alright. Pretty crazy. Oh.
Thought there was salt in that thing and there was not.
No, that's okay. You come all the way up to give me salt? That's adorable. Doing fine now, work? Good. Hey, Fuzz, no worries, man. Get yourself some sleep or whatever it is you're gonna do. Go do the thing you need to do. It was very kind. That's the first time that's ever happened. This is, you know what, let's do a little work table. That's gonna be too colorful. No, let's get rid of this. And let's put this down. Cool. And then here, the problem is I gotta figure out what I want to do with this, but then we're gonna do a false foundation. I think we're pretty much done. You know what the problem is? I really want to do a custom tree, but if I do a custom tree, then this will look like shit. Yeah, fuck, I didn't think of that. I want to do a custom tree. What I'll do is I'll add a bunch of maybe leaves and stuff, and maybe that'll give me a little bit more like a sort of feel to it. Alright, we're gonna do this. No, you know what? Let's paint this gray. It's a bit too dark. There we go. I'm what, a Sasquatch? Because I'm eating? So... yum. I'm chewy because I'm chewing food. That's fair. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I mean, I like this. Okay, so here, I'm just gonna make this really simple for myself. I'm just gonna... where's the red brick? Oh, it's right here. Just gonna do that. And we'll do, the get rid of everything game, where I get rid of everything. Let's do some platforms, and we will do specifically which platforms? We'll do. I'll do pearl wood again. Match all these stairs. And of course, I need one more brick. Actually, no, I don't need dirt. Shits and giggles, let's grab some red brick. So it's actually quite surprising I didn't do more with what I have. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll, yeah, I'll leave that. I'd like to put some plants in there. But we don't have a ton of room and options for this, right? So let's do some acorns, okay. Oh man, we'll need some green paint. And we'll get some mushrooms. Let's grab like teal and this. We'll paint them different colors. Let's grab, this is just for like, we just need a lot of quick wins here. Oh, and I forgot some books. Oh, you know what I'm missing? I didn't put any paintings up, but I think that's probably okay. That's probably fine. I usually have books and shit everywhere, but I don't really ever have room for those. We gotta run time. Yeah. That's fine. Goodbye, Tommy. Please grow a beard. I will not. I need to let my face breathe for a bit, man. It's a big deal. You don't... Fuck off. It's my face, I can do what I want with it. There's no stopping me. Alright. So what we want here is... First we want fertilizer. This will actually make a pretty significant difference. Just a little bit of green goes a long way. Small little touches, and I could do something down here. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Main thing is to have a bit of green. These just like, oh nice. Okay, these actually look pretty good. Won't be able to put them anywhere else, but that's okay. I could maybe paint some of those red actually, but. Wouldn't mind adding a little more here, but let's just give it some texture. I can't do much, unfortunately. Now, the other thing I do need, actually, when I'm looking at this, is and something I didn't even realize that I'm missing, but I actually just need stone in a few spots, because there's really not a lot of it. And this is a thing I tell people a lot, but like just adding a little of this for texture, it just sort of breaks things up a touch. I think it makes a big difference. It doesn't need to be super pronounced everywhere, but I think it can look kind of nice. You get little bits of it here and there, and it just kind of adds, I don't know, just adds something. Just a bit random. Doesn't need to be perfect. But you just put a little on the surface, or near the surface, and I don't know, just gives it something, you know? Don't need a ton. Just a bit. Like I said, it just gives it a bit of a different feel. Like this is like got a little bit more strength and robustness to it, I guess. And I kind of want to leave these stairs unpainted. I kind of like the way they look, but I also think we could probably use a little bit more bright in here. Actually, you know what? Let's do a... Let's do this. Let's do a potted. Let's do one of those, because we have a potted on the other side, so this could kind of look nice. Let's not paint it green. Let's just leave it normal. Do like a little mushroom. There we go. And then it is tempting to do a little more here, but I kind of think this should be clean on this side, but... It's also tempting to just do that. There we go. That's it. So that's all you need. Like I said, I could always add more. I'm just looking like, I think I'm going to keep the green. Like, it is tempting to, like, you know, like if I paint this green, but I know this will be very bright. And it, like, I could do something like this where I, like, alternate the wall pattern. Which I actually really like, now I'm looking at that. It's kind of sick. So over here. Gives us slightly different textures and like different greens and stuff. Now for here, I don't know if cactus wall makes sense to paint. I kind of want to keep it unpainted. I cannot decide on if I like... I can't decide if I like that cactus or not. You don't like when my face breathes? Man, that's not very nice. If I don't breathe, I die. I'm just saying. I'm just doing this so this has a bit more shape. It's gonna bug me, but... I'm trying to do the minimum. Hey, Dubsy, what's going on, man? Where'd what go? My beard? I shaved it like a gentleman. This is like the worst tree I've done in forever, but I didn't make it, so I'm just leaving it kind of natural. But that gives it a little more depth, which is a small additional price to pay. So, we like it. We likes it real good. You know what, I'm going to add a little down here too, because I'm pretty sure I'll be able to see some of this. Ooh, that's ugly. Alright. Again, normally I'd have more texture down there, but I kind of like the way this looks. Dubsy, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah. We're good. So all we need now... There we go. He's moved in. It's perfect. He'll just sit at his chair, working. That's what you want. And then once it's daytime, he'll move around, but... I'm a fan. Let some of the grass grow. Let time pass a bit more. Oh, did I paint that illuminant? That's hilarious. That should not be painted aluminum either. Let's get gray paint. I have 5-star money, so not good to be honest, but I'm pretty good. That's good. That's good, man. I mean, you got the reality is you got to get them done, right? That's just how it goes. Like, there's no way around it. Like, once they're done, you know? And you prep as much as you can. Why am I still... There you go. Alright. I mean, I think this is basically done. There's not much more I can add. I like the sizing and the spacing, so... Oh, wait. I'm forgetting something very important. We can put that right above the door, actually. What day is it today? The 7th? No, 8th. 8th, right? 8th. Boom. There you go. Now we can stand over here and take our little sweet little picture. Boom. 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 Nailed it. God, we're so talented. Oh my god. We're so talented. We'll do it without the background. There you go. That's all it needs to be. Cool. What do you want, Pickles? I do appreciate you hanging out all this time, Pickles. Seriously. Nice to have someone to chat to. I know building is not everyone's favorite. I'm a fan. Looks good. You're grinding a game. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. It's different. Like, the whole point of these is to make something, like, different and interesting. And not worry about, like... like, the main thing was trying not to use the same materials, and I did a pretty good job just messing around using different things. So I'm pretty happy with that. No? Not bad. There's no floating tree, no. This is all natural, I didn't want to touch it, so... I just thought it was a cool little spot. So, yeah, why not? Add something cool. Add something funky. Have some different... We have a lot of, like... I like that we have the brick and stuff, but then we have, like, greens and blues, and it just kind of works out. So, with that said, guys, I'm going to save right there. We're going to drop the fuck out of this. We're going to stop recording. And then I'm going to swap to the baseline, and we're going to keep going. So, guys, what I want to say was... So, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I think... Not bad to get back in building. It's been a hot minute. Like, we have not done building in a really long time. A couple things to note. I will not be able to stream on Tuesday because apparently we will not have power. So I may make if I have time, I may do a makeup stream on the weekend, but I got to do some editing, so probably not. Otherwise, it's business as usual. So I'll post in the Discord, guys. If that, well, I won't be able to post in Discord, actually. I'll have to do it from my phone, but I'll try to post it from Discord if I don't have power. And then we will kind of be stuck with that and go from there. And then on Thursday, again, we'll choose some more building, I think. It's not NASA, you're not stealing it. It's just, like I said, the whole point of when I make stuff is if you see something that you like, I want it to, like, absolutely use it or steal or whatever you want to call it. But, like, the whole point is it inspires you to make something. That's the whole point, right? Send me a generator? No, it's all good, man. That won't matter. Alright. Guys, I'm gonna go eat, or keep eating. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Anyone who's still on YouTube and who is on Twitch, I do appreciate it. I will be back, like I said, soon. And in the meantime, guys, stay safe, do some Terraria building, hang out, play a game that you enjoy, relax, it's the end of the day, whatever it is you can do. So, that's it, guys. I'm heading out. I appreciate the offer, Pickles, for a coordinates in exchange for a generator, but I think we're good. So, you just focus on licking toes, all right? That's your job now. That's your new job. Guys, love y'all. We'll catch you later. Peace. Happy building.